Hey guys, and welcome back to the TEC Gauntlet Season 1, powered by WD Black and AMD Ryzen Radeon. We're back with the second half, and this time I'm going to be joined by Universe caster and analyst Assassin. Universe, how are you feeling today?
I'm feeling great. Honestly, I'm pumped to see this match, and it is going to be a great night tonight. After that first match of Inazuma and Insignia, I honestly am looking forward to another bomb of a match today, and yeah, it's going to be great.
All right, more action for us, Assassin. How are you feeling?
Well, definitely. I mean, where global esports is involved, we definitely see a lot of hype as well. And I guess the audience are going to be very pumped to see what exactly global esports and Tempest are going to bring on the board.
All right, so earlier we did watch Inazuma go up against Insignia. Inazuma did take the win for themselves, and coming up, it's going to be Tempest versus Global Esports. There's so much to talk about. I'm so pumped. Let's just pull up the group standings. Now, today is the first day of Group A. We have finished all the matches from Group B. All first matches have been done. So down to Group A. This is the second one. Tempest and Global Esports, they will be fighting it out to hopefully get their first win, just like how Inazuma has, and right now you can see them number one on the board. So let's move on to these two teams. Let's start with Tempest, okay? So Tempest, they have been around. We saw them once before in one of our tournaments, and they were able to fight their way up to the top 16. So Tempest, a really cool team. Assassin, what are your thoughts on this group of players in particular?
I mean, see, Tempest, they definitely are that bunch of players who do carry themselves a little bit of experience, but at the same time, they lack quite a lot of it as well. So I would put it in a way where, Tempest, they kind of are really good at their aim, but at the same time, aim is not just the point of the specific game, right? You got to bring in these interesting strategies, execute, and in order to go ahead and take on a titan like Global Esports, you definitely need to have some ace up your sleeves as well. And that is exactly where Tempest is going to lack, in my opinion. But at the same time, Tempest, they from their previous results, they have been struggling quite a lot. But the players themselves, they lack a little bit of coordination sometimes in particular maps. They are still finding their way to the top. So hopefully they do that really soon.
All right, it's also great to see Zoid back. He has been around in the scene, so pretty good performances where he is actually competing and playing. He was in a different team before, so it's great to see his return. Universe, what are your thoughts on Tempest?
I think this is a team that, you yeah, like I would like to say that you never know what comes out of the bag at any point of time. You might put in your hand into the bag and you might search for an apple, but what if you end up getting, I don't know, a brick of gold or something? And that's something I think Tempest can bring very well to the table because of the unpredictability. Because at the same time, like Assassin said, that they do lack a bit of coordination with each other, but at times they have shown their magic moments. And across their qualifier season, which I saw them play, they had pretty dominating performances across some of the teams. They finished 13-1s and 13-2s and some matches. And I don't know, but I really would expect Global Esports to have a dominating performance. But if Tempest can put on a show for us, I think it would be a hell of a match.
All right, let's move into the player spotlight by AMD Ryzen Radiant and have a look at who will be the highlighted player going into this match. And that's going to be AEZ, the Viper player, and Assassin right off the bat. What are the first few thoughts that come to your head in regards to AEZ?
Well, AEZ, he definitely has been that consistent fragger for the team as well. And I guess he fulfills the role of someone else than the Viper as well, if I'm not wrong. So there are these certain maps where AEZ brings out some of the other controllers as well. At the same time, being a Viper and having 91 kills, these are the qualifier stats, and I guess 91 kills on a controller ain't bad. So AEZ definitely has that caliber in order to put up some really good stats on the board. But at the same time, some as I said, Team Tempest, they kind of sometimes lack synergy, and when all of these players are not there in order to get that potential trade as well, that is that is something that Tempest need to work on. Like a little bit of a support here and there, and I guess they should pretty much have a good match against Global.
Oh, right. So, question to you, Universe. What is it you think that AEZ would have to do on that Viper pick going into this match?
I think Viper has become such a huge favorable character right now that you can see the Viper in almost every single map. And that wall itself is such a huge boost because that damage given instantly by touching that wall is something that a lot of players look for, because who wouldn't want a player who's immediately 30 damage as soon as you see them cross a wall? And that, I think, is the biggest factor that would help AEZ to control this game, whether on defender or attacking side. And I think him as a controller getting 91 kills, as Assassin said, in the qualifiers shows that he has the potential not only to control the game with his utility but also with his frag. So if he puts on a show for us with that Viper wall and all of the other abilities that he has, and especially not to forget the lineups, the big brain Viper main lineups that we all love to see, if he can pull out something of that magic, I'm pretty sure Global would have a little bit of work on their hands.
All right, so Tempest, a big storm is coming, and Global Esports, they got to prepare for that. Now, let's move over to GE, a team that has tasted what it's like to be champions, winning multiple competitions actually in this scene. They are no strangers to how the game works. They know what the game is, they know how to play it. Will they be able to do it this time around in the gauntlet? So, Assassin, thoughts on GE and how, they've basically been throughout the qualifiers up to this point?
Well, you pretty much summed it up all for me, actually. Global esports, they are the undefeated champions, and they've been wrecking havoc on the scene currently. By the way, giving tough competition to all the top tier teams out there in the country as well. Uh, being a tier 1 team in the country as well, they are pretty much putting in quite a lot of work, and especially the god player SK Rossi. The guy is a living, breathing Korean jet as well, and there have been spams for him to be sent to Korea as well. But yeah, that joke aside, right? Global esports, they have been pretty dominating, and I don't think so that we are going to be surprised to see them going ahead and winning it out against Tempest.
All right, global esports, so rich with history in the competitive Valorant scene. Same question to you, Universe. What do you think about global esports right up to this point?
I think Global Esports is a kind of a team that signifies the word teamwork. No matter how many stars they have on that team, I think they're stars that have made themselves as stars. They're not born stars. They showed that they can be at the top level and sustain their victory until the longest time. And that, I think, is the biggest favor that is going to be working for Global Esports, because be it Eskerosi, be it Hellranger, be it Kappa, or be it anybody on that team, everybody not only has the perfect positional play, has map control play, knows exactly what to do, but they also can individually perform as well. And that is the biggest factor that Global Esports has on their favor. And if they do win it easily, like Assassin said, it's not going to be a surprise for them.
Indeed. All right, let's pull up the player spotlight by AMD Ryzen Radiant and have a look at which player is going to be standing in the light just a little bit before the match begins, and that is going to be Kappa. It's really cool that it's Kappa here because he is that one player that kind of goes unnoticed, but if you look carefully, all the utility that he brings as the dedicated Sova player of the team, it's just absolutely crazy. Kappa, he has been with Global Esports since the start, I do believe, and he's still standing strong. Assassin, thoughts on Kappa?
Well, definitely. Kappa fulfilling the role of the initiator in the team, the amount of utilities he brings on the board is pretty interesting, and the way he uses it as well is something that sort of sets him apart from the others out there in the country. And Kappa, not gonna lie, not only using his utilities at the same time in terms of the fragging department, he does a really good job, and that is something that you don't see from a lot of support players out there in the country as well. Using your utility and at the same time putting up the numbers on the scoreboard is not an easy task. And I guess Kappa, with the amount of experience he brings on the table,
Yeah.
we kind of see him to be that guy in the spotlight.
All right, same question to you, Universe. What are your thoughts on Kappa?
I think Kappa is the sort of guy who I would see on a server and probably get scared of, because he can not only get it down with a gun, but you need to be afraid of even those shock darts. Hell, be afraid of that drone. He's so good, he might as well damage you with that drone. And I think Kappa is the sort of player. You saw his assists were 40. I could play
Yeah.
10 games and couldn't have even 30 assists up to my name, but that man has
Right.
40. He's absolutely insane with that utility, and especially being a Sova, on certain maps he has certain advantages. For example, I would say Ascent, which is going to be one of the maps we're going to play. Ascent, especially in a B bomb side, if he pulls out that Odin and he does the spam with his recon, I would love to see that from Kappa, because I want to see him have a bit of fun.
Yep.
All right. Kappa, that dedicated support player for the side of Global Esports. So Tempest and Global Esports, coming up against each other. Because of the track record that Global Esports has had, it is very obvious that, to predict this best of three, GE might just take this win. But what is it you guys think that Tempest could actually use to their advantage approaching this match? What do you think their game plan is going to be? Assassin, you can begin.
Well, yeah, see, Tempest, so basically from the previous results, right, we have been seeing that Tempest are sort of lacking in terms of, getting their basics right. And I guess they can start off there. They can definitely play textbook Valorant, but at the same time, they got to be a little bit more unpredictable, because Global Esports, with the amount of experience they bring as well, they are gonna easily read you like an open book. But if Tempest can just bring a little bit of that revised strategy as well against Global Esports, maybe Global Esports, they're going to take their sweet time into analyzing as to what exactly Tempest are doing. But Tempest, they themselves have been having issues currently, so I'm kind of scared, but at the same time I'm hoping for a match.
Oh, right. And looking at global esports, you cannot be too confident ever, right?
Yeah.
What do you think the headspace that global esports, like what headspace are they going to go into approaching this match here, Universe?
I think not I'm just gonna see this like another match, whether be it any other team they're facing or be it Tempest at this point. I think Global Esports are gonna go in this match undeterred. They're not gonna have any sort of doubts, because they know what they can do and they know what they bring to the table. And I think they would rather go into this with no overthinking whatsoever, because we know sometimes overthinking strats or a map or how the way you play it can be a little bit of a fatal point for you in order to lose a map. And I think the global esports are just going to go into this straight minded. They're just going to go, yeah, we're going to play this map out. We're going to have it do our usual thing, and we're just going to get this victory.
Oh, right. So, in terms of, both these teams, Tempest and Global Esports, do you have any thoughts about, the potential map picks and how this might go about? Do you want to add anything on top of that, Assassin?
Yeah, definitely. So coming in from Tempest, right, I'm expecting them to play the default maps out there, considering Bind, Ascent, and whatnot. And Global Esports, well, they love to bring in these tantrums as well. So they are going to be bringing out maps like Split. We can even see Icebox, you never know. But at the same time, the map veto, it surely is going to be interesting. And I can't wait to see what surprise it has.
All right. Same question to you, Universe. How do you think maps are going to play out between Tempest and Global Esports?
I think just as Assassin said, it's going to be a bit of play towards what is their strongest home side. I don't think they're going to go with too much out of the box. Icebox has been one of the favorites for global esports. We've seen them play multiple times before, and Icebox could be on the cards. But I think that if we see a bit of bind or split today, I'm not going to be surprised, because global esports could bring on something, and maybe even Haven.
All right. So before we do get into the match, let's just discuss a little bit more and talk about, are there any other players that you guys would advise from either of the teams to really just look out for? Whether, the viewers might actually relate to them, they could pick up a tip or two, or that, these players are just absolutely insane to watch. Assassin.
From the side of Tempest, right, I'm going to say that I'm definitely going to say that Kubrick's is a player that you can definitely look out for. The guy does a really, really good job. Kubrick's goes ahead and gets these important kills on the board as well from the side of Team Tempest. AZ once again being the player spotlight. I'm definitely going to put him there as well. But more than that, from the side of Global Esports, I really want to see that synergized play coming in from again Skills, the star fragger. He is one of the best fraggers as well from the side of Global Esports alongside SK Rossi. So, SK Rossi and him together as a unit, they just completely shake the earths beneath their opponents as well. So that's something that I want to see Skills, performing as well. But at the same time, we did get an update, by the way, Apo, and that was an interesting update, by the way. Hellranger is not going to be playing today from the side of Global Esports because of him having to attend some other engagements. But at the same time, it is going to be Nightmare 2K, who's going to be their substitute, who's going to be playing for the side of Global Esports. So I'm really looking forward to seeing him as well, what exactly he's going to bring on the table, and how much fun they can have as well against Tempest.
Oh, right. So Hellranger will be sitting out and Nightmare is going to step in. Now, this is huge, right? Because, every time we do catch Global Esports in action, it is the signature 5. How is Nightmare going to be able to come in and kind of help Global Esports, kind of come together? What are your thoughts on that, Universe?
I think Nightmare 2K is a player. I think we have seen him sometimes before play as a stand-in for Global Esports, and I think he can stand on his own as well. But I think Global Esports, how closely knit they are as a team has been evident for the last few months, the last year for that matter. And Nightmare 2K stepping in shouldn't make that much of a difference, because the rest of the 4 players should be able to support him and let him get into his role as they want him to, and just gel in with the team and fill in for Hellranger, hopefully for the best of his abilities. But this might just play in the favor of Tempest as well, because if they find a small little flaw in the system of Global Esports, then you never know. They might just take it home.
All right, so Tempest, they're the storm that is coming. They are ready. They want to sweep the competition off their feet. But first, they got to go up against a team like Global Esports, a team that's constantly striving for total domination. They know what victory is like, so they know how to play the game. And let's see what they're going to pull out. So a very exciting match, Tempest versus Global Esports. Now, we're going to start with the action very shortly. But first, remember to like and subscribe. Hit that bell icon so you get notifications whenever we are live. And we'll be back with the action very shortly after these messages. Don't go anywhere.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Esports Club Gauntlet Season 1 powered by WD Black and AMD Ryzen Radeon. My name is Floki. With me is Universe. We have for you an excellent match of Valorant between Team Tempest and Global Esports. Universe, you've already given your thoughts on the panel and you said something about Kappa and his drone and how it could potentially damage the side of Tempest if they're not too careful. Well, I personally am looking out more for SK Rossi's Korean jet moments. There are going to be some of those in this game, and I can't wait to see what's going to happen when this man is just given the card to go wild and go berserk. And there's also something more interesting happening today, by the way. It's the fact that Global Esports are actually playing in with a sub. So do you think, with that in mind, do you think their performances maybe gonna slightly vary today? Maybe it's gonna be a little bit worse than usual, given the fact that they have a sub.
I mean, it depends, honestly, because we've seen Nightmare 2K perform before, and he has been a stand-in for Global Esports multiple times. But at the same time, Hellranger is Hellranger. I mean, you can't really have a substitute for Hellranger. And the fact that this might just work in the favor of Tempest, you never know, because when you have a tightly knit unit of 5, like Global Esports are, and the way that they play together is even one player who not being there can make a difference for the other team because it can give them an advantage. And even if Global Esports are a tightly knit unit, it might work in the favor of Tempest. But at the same time, Floki, the one thing is that it is Global Esports. Those 4
Yeah.
players who are there without even Hellranger have the ability to pull off the most insane plays, and they have won maps before, even with Nightmare 2K in the line. And that is going to be really interesting to see whether or not Tempest can make a play of themselves, getting an advantage of Hellranger not being there, or is this going to be Global Esports dominating this whole game again?
Absolutely. But before we move on, let's have a look at the map meter so we know exactly in which order these maps are going to be coming up. There it is on your screen. We're going to be going to Ascent for our first map, followed by Split and Bind being the decider. Do know that Ascent was actually Tempest's pick, so the side of Global Esports opted for Split instead, and Bind is going to be the decider. Now, this is the critical question here. Do you think the fact that Tempest have actually the fact that Tempest have picked Ascent makes it somewhat easier for the side of Global Esports, because you have to imagine that Ascent is a map that I'm pretty sure every team sort of can fall back on. Like, it's a map that every team is going to practice. Maybe they don't always pick it, but if the enemy does, they're always happy that, it's in the map pool, and, they certainly have some strats lined up for that particular map.
Definitely. Ascent is something that I think, you've seen in any best of 5 or best of 3 for that matter. Ascent is almost like a staple for every team. Whether or not it is you picking it, it's probably gonna be the opponent picking it, because I don't think anybody bans Ascent. But at the same time, the second map is gonna be very interesting, Floki, Split, because I would like to see a bit of Breach over there. Breach has been played multiple times in that map because of his flashing abilities to clear out corners, to help the Jet or the Duelist for that matter dash in or just jump in and get those kills for their team. And it's going to be really interesting to see how things play out in the second map as well. But Bind is what I'm thinking of right now, Floki, because if it does go to a third map, and if it does go to Bind, then it is going to be very, very interesting, because Bind is like, one of those maps that you do not want to end up playing, although it is there in the pick. Because Bind can be annoying both on the attacking and defending side. Once you have the momentum going, you just keep it going, and the other team has nothing to do that they can stop it. And that I think is going to be a favor to play, unless Global Esports pull out something out of the bag, or Tempest pull something out of the bag, and it goes 2-0 for either way.
Yeah, most certainly. I feel like this map is probably going to be an irritating one for both teams to play, like you've mentioned. We've often seen teams switch things up. There isn't always a Sentinel. The last time I saw Bind being played, there was actually no Sentinel being played by a particular team. I do believe the match I'm talking about was between Velocity and ROG Academy, and one of those two teams, I'm not quite sure which one, didn't run a Sentinel. So yeah, things can get really weird on Bind. So you kind of want to just, end things on Split itself, if possible. But here we go. We are at the agent selection screen, and we will see both of the initiators on the side of both the Global Esports and Tempest being that SOA. But this is an interesting change. They have also picked a Sky on the side of Tempest. How do you think this affects the way they're going to play the game?
I think Sky is one of the most versatile controllers in the game right now, because you've seen that she not only has the ability to smoke off angles, but she also has the ability of the gravity pull, and she also has that stun ability as well. And that is a huge ability pool to have, Loki, because you can play around with those 5 stars in a way that you can play however you want. You can bait out a smoke and immediately pull your enemies, thinking that they're gonna, okay, it's a smoke, we're just gonna rush in, it's okay, and you can just have them mowed down because of that vulnerability that affects them along with that gravity pull. So Astra, I think, has become a favorite recently. A lot of people are opting her over Omen and Brimstone as well. But at the same time, you can look at this, Floki. They've got 2 controllers. Viper is being played by Chobs.
Yeah, that is a very interesting setup. So a single duelist setup for the side of Team Tempest. And on the side of Global Esports, you see a bit more rounded off lineup. I saw Sage, I saw Killjoy, a lot saner, a lot calmer approach. This sort of rings the question for me. The fact that they're running double initiator as well as double controller, do you think they're going to end up lacking some offensive firepower, or do you think the setup that those two controllers actually provide is going to be more than enough for any one of these agents to just go in and act like an entry with the help of that Sky?
I think on the attack side, they're going to have a lot of angles that they can clear off with the utility that these 2 controllers present. And with Viper's wall and her poison orb, I think it's going to make it a lot more well-rounded during the attack, at least, because that jet can dash in, and that's her biggest asset. Because once that jet has the control to dash in a certain area and get those kills, she can definitely do wonders, because that Astra gravitational pull is available as well. The smokes can be taken care of Astra, as well as the attacking control can be taken care of Astra as well. Viper can hold down the back line, and she can do magic behind the line, letting her team push in. But at the same time, Floki, it's going to be very difficult for Tempest on the defender side, because they have no Sentinel. And just like that, it's going to be globally supposed to start off on the defending side right now. SKRC with an initially very fast B push, but he's going to spot out 2 players over here. A wall coming up from Nightmare 2K in the mid. He's playing the Sage right now. SKRC is getting a little too greedy. He's moving in for the kills over here. He's just gonna pull back to 22 HP. He knows he's gonna get killed if he stays there any longer. Nightmare 2K with the help of the Astra Lightning Fast gets 1 kill. He's here to help him, but easy gets to trade. Sword gets another. And that is a man advantage for Tempest at the moment. Kappa has been spotted here. They know SK Rossi is here as well. And looks like Tempest are just gonna run towards the A bomb side. Skills gets another in mid area, and he's just gonna make things a little bit difficult for Tempest, but not all together, because the A bomb side currently is open for play.
Yeah, the A-bomb side where the bomb's going to go down. And another big problem for Global Esports is that they have a weak player on the side of SK Rossi. 1 bullet and he's going to die, and Skills being pulled in. He will avoid the suck, avoid the vulnerable, so he's going to be okay for now. But Jobs might just catch Kappa off guard. That timing is so perfect from Jobs, but I think Kappa might have spotted him. He's still aware. He's still aware that there could be someone. And oh my god, this is a huge flank for the Viper here. He's going to get the bomb now, but the Viper is actually not able to win the fight. Skills goes forward, gets the kill for himself, making it a triple global. Pulling that round through somehow. I'm not too sure what happened there, but it seems that the Viper was a bit too sure about a flank and ends up losing out the fight against Kappa. Kappa, man, that guy, even though he cleared the angle, he still suspected that that play was a possibility, and that just blows my mind.
Yeah, it was just crazy, because Kappa was expecting, you can see he's just turning around every half a second to check if somebody's going to come behind him. And even though he goes front, he goes right back, checks, and kills Chops. And that is the one kill that they needed, because that backstab would have proven to be a little bit difficult for them. They would have lost the sound. But that man right there, Kappa, he has that big brain and he just knew what to do. So he got that round for his team. And with that, okay, SK Rossi, another aspirational B push. This time it works out for him. No damage to him whatsoever. He pushes out. Nightmare 2K gets another of those Spectres doing wonders over here. And just as you would expect, it is going to be Tempest on the backlines, 2 versus 5. It's all done for here, isn't it, Loki?
Yeah, and look at Lightning Fast using that one-way smoke perfectly, even surviving at the end of it. 20 HP to boot. Will have to repurchase the armor, but he's going to be more than happy about carrying that Spectre into the next round, along with those extra 2 stars that he did not use. So great stuff here for the side of Team Global Esports, putting up 2 on board. Bonus round for them. Tempest, they have their long-range rifles this time around. They have the Vandals, they have the Phantoms, but the question is, can they find those early engagements to make those weapons worthwhile? Because Ascent is a map where both of the bomb sites have a lot of close-range angles that you have to clear. And if you don't want to be playing those angles, you have to go mid. And it doesn't seem like that the side of Tempest are doing that exactly. I mean, you have one player going up, but okay, SK Rossi pushing out B once again, catching Zoid off guard, and that's a 5v4 10 seconds into the round.
Absolutely. I don't get how. Okay, that just flew out of the map over there. Chops missing that lineup. But look at this push. That Exert is going to push up over here towards B-bomb. So he spots Kappa. He knows somebody's on the other side of that smoke. He knows one's at market as well. He knows exactly where these 2 players are. He's going to take this fight up front. He gets SK Rossi, but that's all he's going to get. The Jet takes down his alter ego. And with that, Kappa's going to trade it off immediately. 4v3 still in man advantage for Global Esports. They're playing very aggressively this one, Floki, aren't they?
Yeah, they most certainly are, and the best part about it is the fact that Kappa actually upgraded to a rifle now, so he can choose and just hold on to the B site, and you can see he's forcing the side of Tempest to walk up Cat, and man, they're getting slaughtered. Skills, using that smoke to perfection, getting one for himself, trying to recover the Vandal it seems, and he will be successful in his attempts to do so. Goes out, gets the peek, there's a spike down here. John's gonna go bite the dust, and so is Ace, and that's gonna be the end of this round. Skills and SK Rossi both just winning this round for their team, a very important win as well. This is going to ensure that the next one is pretty much a free win. And Global Esports up 3-0. Things couldn't be looking better for them.
Absolutely, Floki. I mean, the kind of confidence that they're going up front with, because SK Rossi just pushed up that B side 3 times as we saw. I mean, to be honest, anybody in their right mind wouldn't be pushing up when you know that the opponent team has a buy coming out, because you have a Spectre in your hand, and if you're fighting a Vandal, you should be scared fighting long range. But that man has no fear. He's just pushing up, he's getting kills, and his rest of his team is either to support him on the other side of the map where they're getting kills themselves. And just like that, Global Esports are here to show their dominance. But it looks like SK Rossi, 4 times not a charm, my friend. He gets stacked down to almost 2 HP. Oh, he gets healed again, and looks like Skills is not yet afraid yet. He pushes out. Look at his position, Floki. What is happening?
God. I am not sure, but Tempest, they have given up map control, and how Ace will be able to pull one kill back, but it's going to be quickly traded off by Nightmare, and Nightmare's going to find the second one as well. Get that Sheriff back, and boy, oh boy, what a brilliant round here from the side of Team Global Esports, just not giving up a single kill. I mean, okay, they did give up SK Rossi, so they did lose out on one, but that's okay. You know, it's not the end of the world. The economy is in their favor, and that's what really matters as of now. But yeah, I have to say, Tempest, they really need to put a round on board. Otherwise, it seems that Global Esports is just going to run away with this one with a big round difference.
Absolutely, Floki, because the confidence in SK Rossi and the rest of the team right now is just up to some unsurmountable level, because the way that they're rushing, even though they're defenders, I don't rush like that when I'm on attacker. I hold the angles until the last second, and then I see, okay, is anybody here? I'm going to move in now. But at the same time, Tempest is going to move in. He's going to get the first contact over here with that turret of Killjoy placed by Skills. And with that, the bomb set is open for them. The plan does go down for the first time in their favor. Second time in their favor, sorry. And look at how fast he's on the flank, but he gets punished for it. Kubrick takes him down. And this could be a first round unless Nightmare 2K has something to say about it. He gets 1 kill, and 4v4, the defender Killjoy is going to push them out. Lot of damage coming here for Zoid. He's 14 HP. Being the Sky, he cannot even heal himself, only his teammates. And Global Esports are flooded over the side. The wall going up now. I don't think Tempest are going to make this, Loki. I think they're going to have to lose this round because the defuse has not even gone down, has it? No, it hasn't. Tempest are pushing in. Ace gets 3. Ooh,
what?
Kappa and... Oh my god, what just happened?
Yeah, I am just as confused as your universe because that was so many kills being exchanged in a matter of less than 3 seconds. Somehow, Kappa gets a double, Nightmare is able to get another for himself, and that's the round going in their favor. It seemed like for a second Tempest were going to win that given their positioning towards main, but just look at this replay, okay? The sky goes down. You have Lightning Fast still playing this corner, surviving for a long time. Nightmare is able to get that wall up to help them out a little bit over here. And this kill's just delaying the push. Now, because there's this crossfire here, Tempest are actually a little bit scared. They have to clear out these angles first, and then Kappa and just Nightmare come in, get those kills, get those trades, and make life easier for themselves. There was still 5 seconds remaining on the spike. Maybe if they played a little bit more patiently, they had a chance here, but Tempest, that's going to be a tough round to lose. They have to be feeling bad about that. Okay, the recon revealing both. And SK Rossi is going to be taken down as a result. Darixon is going to find him. The wall comes through, but it doesn't look like Nightmare is going to get the revive just so easily. Going to get flashed. Has the Phantom in his hand. Is going to be taken out. Kappa letting the Hunter's Fury run. Is not really going to tag up anyone just here, but does follow the Jet towards Market. Cannot take him out. The Jet turns around and gets him. I'm not too sure what happened there. Oh my god. Skills is also going to go down. Lightning Fast getting a kill onto Azen. Darixon finding that fourth for himself and getting the operator. Big win here for the side of Tempest.
Absolutely. I think they found a sort of answer to what was global esports aggression, and the answer was aggression. Because you saw them absolutely run out, and Darixon went straight into that mid position, got 3 kills on his own, and he just cleared out that entire round for his team. And that was absolutely crazy. The way Darixon just pushes in, gets those kills. Unfortunately, Kappa could have gotten a tag, but and a kill over here as well. But like you said, I don't know what exactly happened. Darixon just got the better of him, I guess. And Skills pushing up a shot over here just gets found by Kubrick's, and that was the round 8. Lightning Fast couldn't do anything with that operator. And with that, the first round at least on the board for Team Tempest.
Yeah, you got to see what my forehead looks like there for a second. But in case you're wondering why you got to see that, there is a bit of a technical pause for the time being. We're gonna just see exactly what's happening. We're gonna know what's happening in a bit, but until that does, I have to say it's a good round for Tempest to win. You know, I mean, the scoreline is still somewhat salvageable. It is Ascent, so you know it could go either way. Attack, defense, take your pick. But you would like to at least get 3 to 4 more rounds to give yourself that breathing room on defense, right? Otherwise, if you end up losing the first pistol, you know, you lose the next round shortly after, things just start piling up on top of you and you start feeling that pressure. And you sort of need that breathing room to just let the enemy play out all their strats, show all their cards. And once you know exactly everything they have in their back pocket, life becomes a lot easier for you. Because you know, okay, if it's not A, it's B. If it's not B, it's C. And if it's none of them, then they're coming up with something new, authentic, yes, but they haven't played that before. So the execution on that's going to be it's probably going to be sloppy. So you have to think about those sorts of things and just, you know, give yourself some comfort in knowing that if you can find these next 2 to 3 rounds, life is going to get easier for you. You do have a chance. But yeah, this next 2 rounds are going to be very important because global esports still have an economy even if they lose this particular round. So they're going to be able to buy next, and after that, still, you know, do sort of a light buy with some sheriffs, some stingers if they want. There's the Bucky available as well for those close range angles and those cheeky plays towards the B main area. But yeah, for now, we're going to jump back into the game. We did have some problem. I believe it was with the camera of one of the players, so that has been fixed for now. But yeah, back into the game we go. SK Rossi trapping mid, doesn't see anyone, just a little bit off on that timing. And Chops found skills towards B main. Things not looking too good for them. Oh no, SK Rossi. Spectre in hand, but he wanted to use the knives and does not end up finding anyone. And now mid completely open. The Astra Star starting to come through. Maybe they can still salvage this defense. And there you go. Nightmare's gonna find one through that poison smoke from Viper. And he has the res on his hands. We'll see if he decides to use it or not. Kappa is gonna find one. That's the spike being found. And they also spotted both of those players being sucked in. But Viper, with the use of her ult, should make things difficult here on the B side. And there you go, Nightmare giving the right to SK Rossi. But no, Blood was actually marking that. There you go. Darixon is gonna find one. Lightning Fast finds Zoid back towards mid, but it's a 1v3. And it doesn't look like Astra is gonna be able to pull this one off. Is probably just gonna save that rifle into the next round. No, the operator instead. A much better choice of weaponry to take.
Absolutely, Floki. I think he's just gonna wait. Lightning Fast is gonna wait here for any sort of exit frags that he can get because he definitely knows that Tempest are gonna be scourging for economy here. They know that they need the weapons, they need the money going into the further 2 rounds or 3 rounds that they're gonna play out if they're gonna win it, and that is going to be his only. And he's probably gonna come. No, he's not. He's gonna whiff that shot and he's gonna run back immediately. Chops knows where he is. I don't think he should be going to challenge him. And he is trying to find him towards I'm in position though. He's not going to be spotted over here lightning fast. He would have heard them coming up. Yes, he definitely hears them coming up over here, but he's not going to get this kill. Nobody's going to get that. Any kills at the last point of the round. And with that, it is Tempest getting a second round on the board, Floki. Like you said, that round would have been very, very important for them. And they did get it. Now, Global Esports definitely have a little bit of task on their hand because Tempest have shown their aggressive side. And now Global Esports have to play a little bit on the back end because they are on the defending side. They cannot keep pushing up every single where just because they can. And that is, in the end, going to be punished as Tempest have done for the last 2 rounds. They might lose out on economy. They might not for at least another 2 rounds. But if Tempest keeps going on at this pace, they're probably going to drag them down to the ground and the economy as well.
Yeah, Nightmare's wondering what the hell was that offshot above me. I'm not too sure who he's trying to look at. Maybe the jet, but yeah, SK Rossi will use that operator duel somehow towards mid. Darixot finding the better of him there, but they know that there is still there's still Nightmare 2K playing that angle close, and they're probably gonna try to clear that out. Unfortunately, that smoke bounces the wrong way off the stairs and goes into a position that the Viper does not like. Thankfully, you can pick that back up though. But look at Kappa's positioning over here. Very, very interesting. Under Heaven with the Odin, just looking to spam players out. But it seems that Global Esports, slowly but surely, are starting to crumble here. The Astra still has the Astral Divide, so maybe there's a chance for a clutch if they find a pick. But with Ace's positioning, I don't think that's going to happen. The Recon Dart is not going to scout out Ace, so they don't know that he's lurking here towards the A area just yet. But maybe the sound cue is going to give it away.
He's just gonna, he's not gonna take any. Okay, Chops gets another. He peeks up mid. He gets 3 for himself, and that's not gonna matter at all. The round's almost done over because Nightmare. Okay, you might get as many kills as you want. Okay, he gets 2. Okay, you might get as many kills as you want, but if you get 5, you're gonna get this round, my friend. And it looks like he's just gonna go and try it because he does have the money, but yeah, he's just gonna shut him down, and that is gonna be it. Tempest put on the 3rd round, Floki, back to back, and now Global Esports. They surely must be thinking of what they're gonna do here now.
Yeah, I mean, Global Esports have to be a little bit disappointed in themselves because, like I said, this round is going to be somewhat of a light pie. But I see SK Rossi with the Operator and no shields whatsoever. A very, very ballsy maneuver by him, but we'll see if it pays off. If they have any wiggle room, this is the round to do it, right? Catch them off guard, you know, get those kills and reset the economy a little bit. Make it so that the next round is going to decide in which way the wind's going to which way the wind's going to blow. But for the time being, SK Rossi will actually find that kill towards Chops. Chops not expecting that Operator to be there. SK Rossi catching him off guard. And now suddenly the rounds are 5v4. But Darixot somehow finding that kill through the wall. Nice wall bang by him, but he'll find the second one. Okay, yes he can. Skills finds AZ, but at least it's going to be recovered here by Darixot. And he's going to be able to move on towards B with his friends. But he's given a lot of sound here. The Astra. No way.
No. He gets one! He's gonna get another. He's gonna get another. Please get another. Come on, that positioning was so good. Kappa's right here to help him. Zoid takes him out. Lightning fast going down. Kappa's gonna run back. He just wants to get this out. He wants to get out of that place. He knows if he gets pushed, he's gonna get killed. Nightmare 2K is here. 2v2. And okay, now look at this. They have 2 ults to their use. Zoid and Kubriks have 2 ultimates to their use. They're gonna run back to B. They're gonna give out a few flashes here, and they're gonna run all the way back from T spawn to B. And I'm pretty sure one of Global Esports should rotate at this point. They should know that they might just find somebody at B. And look at this. Zoid is gonna activate it. The Seekers go out, and now it is going to be an open B bomb site for the side of Tempest. The bomb will go down. Another ultimate to play with. The Hunter's Fury is available. He can play out of the side Kubriks, but is he going to try to do that? Kappa does have the Sheriff and the Operator with him. Heavy weapons. He's going to spot Zoid over here. He gets him down, picks up the Phantom, but Kubriks is trying to trade him. 1v1, Sova versus Sova. Kappa, the big brain Sova. We've all seen him do these clutches before. Is he going to pull out another one? He spots Kubriks. Kubriks with the angle. He takes him down. Kubriks with the Phantom, gets the clutch for his kill, picks up the Operator, and what a round by Team Tempest.
Yeah, SK Rossi, he made that look so good with that first pick that he found, but unfortunately, getting found in return by direct shot, and as a result, this game's now at 5-4. Now, the side of Global Esports do have a bye, but SK Rossi, his preferred choice of weaponry is not there. He's going to be working with Vandal and Light Shields, and he probably is also running low on utility, considering the fact that he actually bought an operator last round. So, Global Esports, I'm not too sure how comfortable they're going to be feeling about this. They've basically resigned the entirety of mid because they can't really do much. Astra Star's being deployed there as well. Nightmare's probably going to wall that off at the first sign of danger. And you can see SK Rossi, he's back to his old tricks. He's going to start pushing up B main, try to find someone off guard, but they're ready for it this time. The Wolf goes forward, spots him out, and they know that SK Rossi is playing towards that B main area.
So you could see, Floki, that how defensively now Tempest are playing. He was standing all the way towards B mid. He was standing all the way towards that position, and he then let out his hound to get the information for his team. And that shows how well that Tempest have adapted in the last 4 rounds, because they know how Global Esports are approaching this first half, those first 5 rounds. They've learned and they've put it back up to 5-4. And look at that. He got out here. He dashes out, misses the shot, smokes it off, and absolutely just rolls all the way back from B main. He knows he doesn't want to take this fight with Kappa. Nightmare 2K gets spotted off with a recon in mid. A little bit of A presence being shown here by Chops. This time, the Viper's poison lands correctly. 2 times he missed it, but he gets skills out of his position. The Hunter's Fury coming in. He's trying to find skills under heaven, but it's not going to work out. But Direct Sword and Chops do most of the work over here. They get 2 kills on their own, and Skills is caught under heaven over here. But that's not where they're going to be attacking, because Global Esports are just caught off guard. They didn't know what to expect, and the B bomb side is now for Tempest to play with.
Yeah, I mean, that was such a brilliant wall there. They walled off heaven perfectly, so they thought that the push was actually going to come into A, but Curix catches Kappa off guard, and with 10 seconds in the round, B control is completely in favor of Team Tempest. Darixop playing a weird angle, catching Lightning fast off guard, leaving Skills in a very uncomfortable 1v4.
I do not know what happened there, Loki. These last 5 rounds from Tempest have been absolutely near to perfection. The way they've been selling these fakes towards both sides, and the way they've been taking map control, they're holding back. They're waiting for Global Esports to push up. They're waiting for Global Esports to make these mistakes. And Global Esports are unfortunately doing it again and again, and they're getting punished for it. I mean, I don't understand what exactly they're thinking of, what exactly the strats they're going for, but I don't think that Global Esports should continue with this aggression anymore, Floki. I think they need to hold back, because they are the defending side over here, and I think they can play this a little bit more passively and let Tempest come to them.
Yeah, I mean, that's actually 4 rounds in a row that the side of Tempest have won now, making it a 5th one. And I don't think that the side of Global Esports want to give up this half so easily. They want to get another round on board. If they go with a 7-5 half on the defense and they start playing on the attacking side, you have to remember that you only have 2 sentinels and you don't even have that many controllers. So your smokes, your utility, they're going to be much less compared to the side of Team Tempest, who's running a double controller lineup, who's running a double initiator lineup. They have SOA, they have flashes, they have smokes, they have Viper walls of people, they have Molotovs. You just don't have that same luxury if you're Global Esports. And this time around, we'll see Global Esports do something different. They, instead of using the one-way smoke, will use that stuck to try and catch players off guard. The fake information has been given with the Sheriff being fired, but Chops somehow finds SK Rossi. Man, this is so devastating for Global Esports. Oh my god, the Raxifot. He founds another, and yeah, this round is starting to fall apart here for Global Esports. Nice one tap by Lightning Fast. Following things back, fights the second one, Kappa fights a third. Suddenly a 3v2 situation here, but they still haven't upgraded their weapons. Now Kappa's going to go forward and find a rifle. A round that Tempest had absolutely no business losing has been pulled back thanks to the heroics on the members of Global Esports. What a beautiful play here by Lightning Fast.
And it is, the revive comes in, and now it is going to be B side that is open for Tempest at the moment. The ultimate does go down, the Viper spit is out, but look at this. They do have the Killjoy all available on Skills, Floki. That should just flush them out of the side, and there's no way. I don't think they can escape this Tempest, these 2 players at this moment.
I think there's still going to be some space towards the back of side with the Killjoy ult, but it's going to be extremely tiny. I'm not sure if it's going to be enough. Okay, there is absolutely no space whatsoever. And there you go. That recon is actually going to spot out Chops. That defender ultimate, they're most likely going to die over here. They probably have only one option to go forward and fight, and they do so. They go forward and fight, but oh no, Chops has been detained. The defuse is probably gonna come through. Can he actually get the gun out in time? He might just. No one's really killing him. Can he find the kill? No, he cannot. It's behind the box. And Skills. He's gonna be the sacrificial lamb, but Lightning Fast will clean up. And the third kill also with the Deagle. I would rather the Sheriff. Whoops, wrong game. But yeah, you get the point. The message was sent. And it's that he feels confident when he has that big bad gun in his hands.
Lightning Fast, I don't know what that man just pulled out, but he did a work of magic towards that A bomb side. Those two beautiful Sheriff shots, Floki, they blew my mind. And Kappa adding on to that just gave them the advantage to win that round. Kubrick's almost pulled it back, mind you. He got 2 kills, but Skills just immediately traded back. And in the end, it could have been their round again because Kubrick's, I'm sorry, I just lost. Chobs wasn't found. If he was 1 second earlier to getting undetained, I think he would have probably got that kill in that round. But you know, who knows? You never know what can happen. But speaking of what cannot happen, right now is going to be Tempest not going to getting into any side because look at this, Floki. Now Global Esports are playing passively. Look at the positions. They're playing all the way back under heaven, above heaven, and even on the B side, Kappa's all the way back. And Global Esports have learned now, and they want to finish this half comfortably with probably a 2-point lead, unless Tempest pulls out. Okay, SK Rossi, you're just getting tagged left and right everywhere. This is probably the 4th round I've seen him go down less than 20 HP right in the start.
Yeah, oh no, Kappa revealing all of these players, spamming them through, and look at that Sky dropping so low. The Shock Darts looking to finish someone off. Are they gonna find anyone? No, they are not. Kappa gonna hold his ground with that Odin until he gets flashed, and then he's gonna make his move back. The recon dart comes through the Sova ult, looking to find a player, but there you go. Kappa actually responds with the Hunter's Fury of his own, but he does not find anyone either. SK Rossi peeks out, takes out Darexot, and that's gonna be a man advantage secured. Not a man advantage secured, but at least... Okay, now the man advantage is going to be secured thanks to Kappa's heroics. Lightning Fast gonna find 2. And boy, oh boy, there's not enough time remaining. Maybe he can actually get the spike down at A, but he's going to have to stick it. And Lightning Fast will probably be able to peek him. No, he's actually in the Astral form. He's trying to get the peek, and there you go. There's the suck coming in, and Lightning Fast pulls out the Sheriff for the style points. Global Esports, they will end this off with a 2-round advantage.
Look at the laughter coming out of Skills over there. He's absolutely enjoying that. And everybody's having fun. That Astra pull was absolutely, like, you know, you just watch a player, he's planting the bomb, and you just get him pulled along with the bomb while he's planting it. Hilarious to see it from their point of view, absolutely. But Global Esports you saw that, Floki. They played absolutely very well this round. They held their back to the wall and they waited for Tempest to come in. Look at this. Kappa and SKOC were both towards the board position. They didn't want to give anything away and they played so passively, and this time it worked out for them as they would have wanted. And just as Kappa got that 1 kill with that Odin, I love me some Odin. I love that spam that goes on towards the B main side when he recons it, and I absolutely enjoy it, not gonna lie. It's a guilty pleasure of mine. But the question is, are they gonna be able to do it? Tempest, is the Sova on Tempest gonna be able to do it?
That's a good question now. So the side of Tempest, the one thing they have working in their favor is that if they win the pistol round, they are going to be the ones applying a lot of pressure on Global, right? The onus is going to be on Global to take fight. So if they can somehow win this pistol, they can be very comfortable for the upcoming 2 rounds. But the issue is that they basically have very little information so far to work with. They don't know where any of the players are. They've not made any noise, and SK Rossi is actually sneaking up A, but AZ will be able to find skill somehow. But SK Rossi is going to find one across the map in return. That A side being left completely open. SK Rossi leaking in there. And you can see the entirety of Tempest have started to rotate towards the A area. Even the Astra, who's the only person playing mid, is actually going back towards A. But it seems that Global Esports have also changed their plan. They're also making their way towards A. So Tempest have read this correctly. It's going to be a 4v4 situation here. But look at how deep Kappa has pushed in. I don't think Darexot is going to be expecting this. That should probably be an Astra smoke. A's gonna drop down a couple of stars. Look to find someone over here. Lightning Fast gonna get flashed. Gonna go all the way back. But he's also... Wait, Ace was also flashed. So it's actually gonna be an even fight. Somehow SK Rossi is able to find... someone in the midst of all that. I'm not quite sure who he got, but Ace is gonna find Lightning Fast. That mid battle is gonna come to an end, but they need to destroy this wall if they want to get on site. SK Rossi playing on top of it, a cheeky angle, but the vulnerable made sure that SK Rossi actually dies to 3 leg shots, and Zoid now. It's all down to him. I mean, they're gonna go peek out, but Nightmare's gonna find that kill. Heal himself back up. He knows he has time to work with. Everything on Nightmare's shoulders, and there's the right click coming through. Nightmare clutching this round out for the side of Global Esports. And man, I just want to see their faces right now. There you go. There's the smiles on Skills' face. Kappa breathing a sigh of relief, taking a sip of water. Like, man, we got that round. Thank goodness.
Absolutely. I mean, I think if AZ would have stuck that diffuse, I think that round would have been theirs. But he chose to half diffuse it and get up and go for the peak, even though he was not having as much health as he would have liked. But Nightmare just waited, he read it perfectly. He knew that he's gonna fake it and he's gonna come out because he killed off Zoid, so he was definitely gonna peek out. And the wait proved to be in his favor. And with that, it's gonna be Global Esports with a 3-round lead again coming in their favor. After the first few
my god! Yeah, Darek was making a statement with that Bucky, and wow, look at that. Ace actually finding the ding on the Astra as well, making things a little bit easier for Chobs here. Maybe he can clean up if he gets his hands on a Spectre, and he does. Lightning fast. Probably gonna go back and receive that heal from Nightmare 2K for the time being, but a 4v3 situation somehow around that the side of Tempest has probably had no business winning is gonna go in their favor, and Kubrick's hears the Soa, picking up the orb, goes for it, gets the kill, making it a 4v2. The force fire has worked down at Darek's shot. He's rotated all the way towards A. This Bucky, yeah, I think it's gonna get a little bit ugly over here on the aiming side. The flash is gonna come through as the first kill, the fake dash coming through. Gonna dash up in the air, but that's a little bit too optimistic. Nightmare, can he find the kills? No, he cannot. Zoid's gonna take him out. Man, what a clutch round by the side of Team Tempest. I mean, they force-bought a very ballsy decision in their place. I mean, if they basically lose that round, they just kind of screwed over for the next one and the one after that. So I didn't actually like that decision coming in, but the fact that they were able to win this round in such a stellar fashion is going to give them a lot of breathing room to work with, because it's completely changed the pace of the game.
Absolutely. That Bucky did the work for them. I mean, even though the Bucky was nerfed, Darek just made proper use of it. That jump and kill was just beautiful, honestly. I enjoy seeing it. And it looks like even they're having fun at this point, Tempest. They're playing this for fun, not just because they want to win. And that is the best part about playing this game. Esports is all it's what about. It's about winning, but it's also about having fun. And now it's going to be Global Esports, who did not expect that round to come through for the favor of Tempest, but it looks like it's going to be another round coming in their favor as 3 players from Global Esports go down. One was taken a trade, but that's not going to be of any use for them, because Nightmare 2K stuck with a classic towards the A shot position and the spike in his hand. He might just find one. No! He gets the thing, but Darek just escapes within the nick of his teeth, and that is going to be it. But look at Kappa. How is he in the defender spawn? And he's going to creep up towards B. He's going to find Kubrick here unless he expects him. He misses a few shots. He does not get any sort of damage done, and Kappa has to retreat back. He knows exactly where Kubrick is, and Kubrick knows where he is as well. He gets found out by the recon, and that's going to be it. And Nightmare 2K, 34 HP. Okay, that was a little bit of an awkward exchange of bullets over there. Both of the players missing. The Spectre and the Classic, not really reliable at such a long range, but in the end works out for Tempest. And now Tempest are 1 round behind Global Esports again. Loki should, and look at the face of Global Esports. They have to take this with it. They have to tread lightly now. They have to take this a little bit slow.
Yeah, I mean, most certainly. And if you look at the economy on the side of Tempest, it is healthy. They have 2 players still using the Spectre. They only need to upgrade like maybe 1 of their rifles. And there you go. Darek still gonna play with that Sheriff. Just hold on to his money this round, because if they win this one somehow, the next one's gonna be so easy. They're gonna have an economy built up on the defense, and having an economy on the defense gives you so much more breathing room.
Absolutely. I think he's going to pop out the knives. I think he has popped out the knives. Yes, he's got the knives out. He's going to push up A shot. He's going to get the first contact here. Definitely should get. Yeah, the drone spots him out. He has to immediately rush back. There's no way he can take that fight being spotted out. And SK Rossi taking advantage of that push back from him. He gets a little bit of map control over here. Darek missing his knife. SK Rossi punishes him for it. SK Rossi dashes out. He knows where Chobs is, but Chobs is just too good with that Guardian. He one-taps his head off the server, and now Chobs has the work to do towards his A bomb side. He does have help coming, but Kappa with that 200 IQ shock dart takes out Chobs, brings the favor back into his team for his team, and now it's gonna be trades going back and forth. AZ and Kappa getting 2 kills for themselves, and now Global Esports do have the man advantage, but Tempest is creeping up in a position where he will get caught off guard. Kappa playing this round to absolute perfection, getting the kills, getting the info, and securing almost the round for his team, unless AZ can pull out something out of the bag.
Yeah, this is going to be very, very unlikely that KJ turret is probably going to reveal the fact that AZ is here. He should be more than happy saving that Phantom into the next round because they will have a buy there, but he's going to try nonetheless. He's going to find the first kill on Nightmare 2K, break that crossfire apart, but the Nano Swarm has come through. And look at that, he's down to 18 HP. A sneeze on him and he's dead. And Kappa, probably just sneezes on him, is going to put a bullet in his head, put him out of his misery. That's going to be the end of that round. Global Esports pulling this round back somehow. Man, a very important round for the side of Global Esports to win. If they lose that one, they basically have no money going into this, and the fact that they won this, it's basically going to feel very good. But Tempest, on the other hand, they don't mind as much. You know, they still have a buy. Darixot has an operator in his hands. He has full shields. And if you look at all of their players, they all have rifles to work with. So really, no harm, no foul. They don't really care the fact that they lost that last round, and they still have a chance to break the economy on the side of Global Esports.
Absolutely, they do. And look at this A push coming in. Darixot just dashes out with that beautiful kill coming onto Kappa. And now one of the biggest information providers for Global Esports is out, but he gets immediately revived back, Floki. And now again, 5v5. The Killjoy lockdown does go down over here. And now it is going to be Global Esports are going to take advantage of this push from Tempest. They're going to go back, but the Seekers are coming out, Floki. The Cosmic Divide also in their favor, and now it's going to be Global Esports who have to wait for this Tempest to come into the side and get themselves some kills, and Darixot is just doing that. Kubrick gets another, and now it is just like a crumbling, but Nightmare gets one back. 2v3, 2v4 situation now. Still not easy for Global Esports as Kubrick gets another, Jobs finds another, and oh my god, what just happened?
Yeah, I'm not too sure. Tempest, with the help of that Astra, are just pulling this round together for themselves. And I have to say, Darixot went absolutely hand, finding that first very, very key pick-off. You know, as we're going to probably see here, but never mind. That was a very key pick-off by the Jet. I mean, getting that first kill, backing off, living, going back up to heaven, finding the second, and then finding the third as well. That's absolutely ballistic here. And the best part about it is he went forward, switched to the Phantom, dashed in front of their faces, and just tried to create space, right? Because at that point, you're still worried about getting peaked. So he's like, you know what? I'm going to take the L for my team, go forward, make some space, and my teammates, with the man advantage, probably got this round in the bag. And that's exactly what happened. But for pause coming out here for a second, not too sure what exactly is going on over here, but should know soon enough. There you go, the unpause is going to come through, and yeah, the round is going to be played. Okay.
Sure what's happening. I think there's a bit of a technical issue that's happened.
Yes, Tempest has one player AFK. For those who are a little bit flustered about what's happening. Okay, so there was a bit of a pause. It was unpaused without calling for it in all chat. And one of the Tempest players actually went AFK during the pause. So it's a little bit of a problem until the player comes back. But hey, you get to see our beautiful faces until then. So, you know, you've not really lost anything. Yeah, but with that out of the way, the fact that Global Esports were able to win that round is massive. But, sorry, Tempest were able to win that round was massive. Jesus, my head. Seems that I've also lost my brains along with my hair. But yeah, the fact that Tempest were able to win that round is absolutely massive. They get to take the operator into the next round. And the side of Global Esports, they don't have that same luxury to work with. So mid is probably going to be out of their cards. If they decide to commit mid, there's going to have to be a lot of utility being thrown there. And given the fact that they don't really have a lot of controllers, if an Astra Star goes towards mid, if it goes towards shot, that's 2 stars you're not going to be using for a side take. That's 2 stars that that's 2 stars that could have been a concuss. It could have been a suck. It could have been a smoke. But because you wanted that mid control, you sort of use their smokes. And maybe this is where the side of Global Esports can get a little bit creative. Use the pullback that actually gives you cover for about 2 seconds to set up something cheeky, get a player into an off angle, see if they can find a pick towards mid. But yeah, I'm not too sure how I feel about the odds on the side of Global Esports for this round. The match is still paused, by the way, folks. Don't worry about it. The barriers still haven't gone down, so the players, even though the timer said 0 seconds, the barriers are still up. The players are going to be just fine. No one's going to peek out, and no one's going to get a kill that they shouldn't. Everything's going to be just A-okay, but yeah, Tempest, I mean, the fact that they're able to win this round and build an economy, they have to be feeling so comfortable now.
Yeah. Exactly. But one thing I want to point out about the last round, though, Floki, is the fact the Seekers that were employed by Zoid.
Yeah.
Because the amount of Seekers, sorry, the amount of time that the Seekers took to go in there. I think we'll speak of that later because Derek Sod is just gonna seek out a kill himself. SK Rossi just goes down, and the eco round should be not too hard on Tempest right now. I don't think that Global Esports should pull out something crazy here unless Lightning Fast has something to say about it, just like he did a few rounds ago. But this should be leveling point for Tempest in a long time in this map. And looks like Jobs is going to hear them. The flash goes out. He gets one, but he gets taken down immediately. Lightning Fast again with that Sheriff doing magic for his team over here. And now it's going to be the mid that they're going to choose to go ahead and fight Global Esports. They're going to fight Zoid. Zoid goes down. Global Esports, they're making this happen. Okay, but Krubix is right there to get the trade-off. 2v3 now. There are ultimates available on both sides. The Cosmic Divide is still there. Could be used for a fake. But at the same time, there is that Hunter's Fury available for Kubrick, and that might just work in their favor. The game is a little bit slowed down for now from Global Esports, but look at the position by Skills. He gets spotted out though. He misses a shot, Derek Soda, and he's gonna get punished for it. Skills goes big, and he gets the level advantage for Man in this round, and it is going to be a 1v1 on either 1v2 on either side that they go. But it looks like AZ has actually left the A-bomb side and he pushes up towards mid. Skills gets that kill, and oh my god, Floki, the round just crumbles just like that for Tempest.
Yeah, it seems that Tempest have no idea what hit them after Darixot missed that shot. They just seem to be a little bit flabbergasted by what's happened, but that recon dart should reveal a lot of information for the SOA going towards A. Let them know exactly if someone's going to be playing that Dice area, if someone's going to be playing close towards Under Heaven. Much to his dismay though, there is one person playing up towards Garden. It's going to be Skills playing that cheeky angle. The information has been relayed and he's found him. Skills does not miss those, getting stuck by his own Astra's stuck there, but he's going to be A-okay. Global Esports probably had no business winning that round, but somehow they did, and it's all thanks to the fact that Chobs went out and peeked that. And he thought that everyone would be blinded, given the fact that the Hawk went out, but because of the positioning of the smoke in a weird way, one of the players was not flashing. They were able to turn around and get the kill on Chobs, making life a lot easier for Global Esports. They had a weapon. You saw their second player who peeked out mid play a weird sort of an angle inside the smoke and get punished, and the round just fell apart from Tempest from there.
Absolutely, and now it's gonna be Tempest who need to work their way back because they could have easily secured that round, Floki, and it just slipped out of their hands. And with that, the knives have come out for Derek Sword in a desperate position now here to get something out for his team. He will be looking to get the first kill out here. He misses all his knives, but the last one connects. Derek Sword, okay, that last knife just saves his life and probably the life of his team at this point because he does have the man advantage for his team, but SK Rossi is going to immediately neutralize that as he gets a 4v4 situation here. But Kappa is going to capitalize and he's going to make it 3v4, and now it's going to be Global Esports who need to wait and play this out because Tempest are just falling apart at this point. SK Rossi goes down to 4 HP again in the second half this time, and now the B-bombs here, although is open, SK Rossi needs to hold his ground over here because Tempest's one blow of air could take him down. But look at this, Floki. It's not going to be B that they're hitting.
My god, this is such a big brain play from the side of Global Esports, using that wall for B, but actually moving towards A. And there you go, the bomb's going to go down. I don't think that AZ is going to have the timing on the Astra or on Lightning Fast. And yeah, it looks like this fake has been... It just worked out for the side of Global Esports. The only problem is that they're in a bit of an awkward position. It's still a 2v2 because SK Rossi is all the way in B. Only now is he going to start moving forward. You can see Skills and Lightning Fast just running away, trying to buy time. Make sure that they just use the nanostones to delay the bomb plant and just wait and set up for SK Rossi to come in and find an opening over here. He only has 4 HP to work with, though, so has to be careful. He's gonna find one. AZ is gonna be taken out, and there you go. Skills comes in, steps in, gets the kill on Chops, and now Kubrick's playing Dice in a very awkward position. Can isolate his fights if need be, but yeah, no one is really peeking from Global Esports. Everyone displaying exemplary amounts of patience, even SK Rossi, and there you go. The double peek comes through. Kubrick has been taken down.
I guess that 4 HP was all SK Rossi needed. We just doubted the man wrong. He's just too good. Look at him. He's just relaxing back on his chair. The man is playing without any worry in the world whatsoever. He's just having fun at this point, I guess. But Global Esports, my word, what a round played by them. They played that to absolute perfection. SK Rossi selling that fake perfectly. Even though AZ had a read that they might come towards A, he gets that initial kill onto Kappa, but it wasn't enough as SK Rossi's flank was just near perfect.
Yep. Talking about Jobs being a little bit cheeky with the Marshal there. Lightning Fast is going to deny him, push him back towards the short area, but the Owl spots him. Kappa's going to find him, and SK Rossi is going to find freebie over here. AZ is going to be taken down, and SK Rossi opening things up for the side of Global Esports. Going forward, he's going to be kept off guard by Jobs, who will find that rifle in return, make things a little bit easier for himself, but can he find that second pick? It's going to set them up for success over here. The shock darts come through a little bit off the mark, but Jobs still holding, still looking to find those angles. Viper wall still available. That's massive.
That's gonna go. That's gonna be it. That's gets the one kill that he needs. But Lightning Fast and Nightmare 2K just know what to do better. They get 2 kills, then they get Nightmare gets another, and that's gonna be it. I think Zoid, unless he can pull off some heroic with this Sheriff, I don't think it's gonna be a round that goes in Tempest's favor because look, the shock darts are coming in. He gets sucked off by that Astra Star, and now it's gonna be the Zoid who gets taken down. Kappa just peeks at angle, takes his head off, and now match point coming in for Global Esports. Floki, are they gonna run away with this?
I think they just might. After what I saw last round, I'm not too sure what the side of Tempest can do because they don't really have a good buy. You can see, I mean, in their inventory right now, even though the replay is going on, they've purchased Spectres and Guardians, but yeah, what an important round for Global Esports to win. I mean, it looked good. The fact that the Viper wall was still up, it could have separated the fight, but unfortunately, Chobs ended up getting caught off guard there and lost his life, so the Viper wall didn't really come into play, even though it was extremely important. In that post-plant situation here. An excellent... Wow, that's a sick sword out by Kubricks. Oh my god, that revealed the 4 players on Global Esports.
SK Rossi is just gonna get one freebie here. He moves into the side. He doesn't know the other one's there. AZ just sprays him down with that Spectre, running and gunning. Hey, what's on his favor? 4v3, 4v4 now. Looks like it's not what SK Rossi expected. He thought nobody else would be there on the side because 4 players were spotted of Global Esports towards the B-bomb side, but AZ was there just to prove him wrong, and now Zoid gets another, and now it's gonna be a retake that has to come in from Tempest as a spike goes down. Kappa does have his Hunter's Fury at the use, but I don't think he's gonna find the right time to utilize it because here comes Tempest. They know there's one in the B main. Darix are playing amazing with that Guardian. Gets another tap, gets another head, but Kappa is here towards the bomb side. He gets 2, but that's not gonna be enough. Tempest live another round.
Yeah, they're gonna be alive to fight another day, but an expensive round for them to win. Remember, this was not a good buy for the side of Tempest, and they've lost 3 of the players, which means there's 3 rifles that need to be repurchased. Maybe they don't even have the money to buy full rifles and light shields. But, okay, so they have one on Zoid. That probably means he's not going to be playing with a lot of flashes. Shops also does not seem to have money, but yeah, let's have a look at the instant replay for the time being. Lightning Fast, sitting inside that smoke, getting picked off by Darixor. That has to be feeling bad. There's no way on earth you feel good about that sort of a thing. There's no way he saw you. That was just plain spam. And spam catching you through the smoke.
Absolutely.
And the timing just being so off guard. But yeah, you can look that the buy not looking all that amazing here for the side of Tempest. They have shields and they have guns, but they're running a little bit low on utility. Kubrick gonna drone out, spot out SK Rossi, and that is absolutely massive. He's gonna find that first kill, make it very, very hard here for the side of Global Esports to push forward. They do have an ult, but they need to move on to the side to use it. And there you go, the Seekers revealing Lightning Fast position inside lane. Darixot holding on to the catwalk area. Maybe he doesn't know that Skills is actually pushed up and is playing very close towards stairs. He's actually going to go up, catch him off guard here. Darixot, and there you go. He's going to be taken out here, but Kubrick's found Kappa elsewhere on the map. And now Lightning Fast is going to provide cover for his team, but Zoid was playing both rounds too. Both of their surprises only good for one though. 3v2 situation here. They have the Astra ult available on AEZ, but I'm not sure if they have what it takes to win this round back. Kubrick's not exactly very healthy, but maybe, just maybe, if he has some shock dart lineups, maybe he can get a free kill when they start planting. It's gonna take some time though, because SK Rossi, he's coming all the way from the attacker spawn.
So look at this, but AZ is still lurking towards his bomb side, and he knows that they're here now. He must have called it off. Kubrick is aware that Lightning Fast is gonna come here. He should get this kill, but Lightning Fast is just too good. And now it is a 1v3 for AZ to pull off, and it looks unlikely that he's gonna get anything because Lightning Fast is just gonna sit in that B mid position, and he's just gonna wait and wait and wait until he can just annoy AZ out of his mind by just spamming through the wall. Lightning Fast just playing around here as he's gonna probably get killed. Yes, he will. He gets killed for his fun that he was having. But AZ now needs to pull this back for his team, or else it is over. Map 1 will go in the favor of Global Esports unless AEZ can pull out some sort of magic. He's got Eskerosi on the other side, and he's just waiting to pull out those knives and put it into his body as he does. 13-9. Global Esports survive a scare, Floki, absolutely. But Tempest did pretty good of a job, honestly, I would like to say.
Yeah, unfortunately, the attacking half didn't go as well for them as they had planned. Despite having that double controller setup, they just weren't able to use it. I never really saw any sort of execute from them in any of these. I mean, sorry, I just never saw them just do a. Okay, wait, I just realized I said the opposite. Jesus. Okay, so the Tempest were on the attacking side, right? Starting things off, they lose like the first 5 rounds in a row. They managed to come back in the next 5 somehow, make it an even 5v5, and then Global Esports wake up, they're like, all right, let's not give this up for free, put another 2 on board.
Yeah.
Side switch. You're now on the defense as a team with 2 controllers, and it didn't seem like you could hold on to your sides. Now, that's a big problem, because when you have 2 controllers and you're not really able to use that utility to your advantage to prevent them from coming into the site, like your 2 controller setup has sort of just fell flat on its face, right? Because if you didn't put together a lot of rounds on offense, you only got 5. When it switched to defense, you weren't really able to delay them by that big of a margin. So, I mean, well, how much did the double controller setup really do for you? I mean, you had double initiators, you had Sky and Sova, and on top of that, you had an Astra and a Viper. So somewhere, that person who says, you know what, I'm going front and peeking is just lacking, because Sky doesn't really want to go forward and do that. Wants to set her team up with flashes. Sova wants to wait throughout those multiple recon darts, get all that juicy information for his team, play off of that. And you also have the Viper as well as the Astra, who kind of just want to sit back, relax, let their teammate do the work. But let the teammates do the work, and just be set up. And it's all down to Direct Sword, a lonely jet. Probably not even the best entry fragger in the game. But let's have a look at the match highlights and see exactly what went wrong here for Tempest. Global Esports, though, on the other hand, great performance by them. Get a little bit throwy, they started off on that high of winning 5 rounds, but they pulled back to earth thanks to Tempest. And Tempest do say that, look, you're not just gonna roll over and die, so you better give this your all.
Absolutely, Floki. And this first pistol round was where we saw Global Esports show that, you know what, we have too much confidence. We're just gonna go ahead with it, and we're just gonna smash you everywhere that we see you. Be it A short, be it B main, be it A main. No matter where it is, we're gonna take that fight straight up with you. We don't care if we're defenders. We're just gonna get those kills. And that's what they were doing with the first 5 rounds. And Tempest quite got used to it, and they knew exactly how to counter it. And they got rounds in return. Quite a lot of them, in fact, and they pulled it back to a 7-5. Although they were 5 rounds and Global Esports were leading at the half, it almost looked like they could have brought it back in at the defending side as well. A lot of rounds were shown, a lot of rounds were seen where Tempest kind of literally just lost it with one hand out of their pocket because of the fact that eco round we saw Floki towards the mid position where Chops just pushed out, got 1 kill, and probably that was the most important point where they lost that round and probably cost them the entire game as well.
Yeah, I agree with you. That round where Chops just decided to peek out because he felt confident about this guy being able to flash with the ult is probably the round where you're thinking to yourself that, man, if I had just not done that, maybe the scoreline would look extremely different right now. And you're right, because that is a round where you're not really supposed to win. You're against a bunch of sheriffs. They're probably going to pick one side and rush. You just be a little bit patient, find that initial information, and then go ham towards your defending sites. But it didn't happen. Instead, Chops went forward, pushed mid, got 1 kill, not the end of the world, right? But then he gets instantly traded out and gives over a Phantom to the enemy side. That's when things start falling apart here. And you can see, in this particular round, Chops did really well on the attacking side. They fought when they knew that the Killjoy ult is going to detain all of them. So kudos to them for recognizing that. But it's just an uphill battle, why would you rather not take the easy wins that you're getting? But especially in rounds where, you have the opportunity, you're against ecos, but then you make these sort of amazing plays in those sort of hard to win rounds and end up losing anyway. Like it has to feel frustrating, right?
Absolutely, it does, because that just round that we just saw was another eco round that Tempest lost against, because these small little mistakes, these inconsistencies were what we were talking about in the analyst desk as well, Floki, because there are some times that they just seem a little bit incoherent with their positions or with their comms maybe, or with their map control, because Tempest, with these little tiny mistakes, were giving up chunks of victory that just went all the way towards Global Esports. And in the end, it was Global Esports who picked it up, although they had a little bit of a scare.
Yeah, I mean, I have to say, SK Rossi looked really hot in the first two rounds, and then it started like, he was starting to fall apart a little bit. But regardless, they're able to win, and that's what really matters. There are going to be times where your entry frag is going to have off days. There are going to be times where he's not feeling the most confident in the world, and you sort of need to set him up. You sort of need to make him feel good about himself again. But there's still another map to be played. But before we move on to that, we are going to be cutting to a short break. Until then, you're watching the Esports Club Gauntlet Season 1, powered by WD Black and AMD Radeon Ryzen. My name is Floki. With me is Universe. We'll be back with map number 2 in just a bit. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the Esports Club Gauntlet Season 1, powered by WD Black and AMD Ryzen Radeon. My name is Luki, with me is Universe. A very close and a very back and forth game one played out on Ascent by both Global Esports and Tempest. But for now, we are going to be moving towards Split. Now, Split is where things get really interesting for me because there's a possibility of Breach being picked, and I love Breach.
Absolutely. So do I, Floki. And the whole point about this map split, it is the smallest map in Valorant. And it is one of the most dynamic maps as well. Because there are just so many close corners and close angles that you need to clear out. And by the time you by the time you clear them out, there's always another angle that is on the back of you that you have to make sure that your teammate is covering for you. And split is just like so unpredictable because you can either make it, although it is a defender sided map, there have been flashes of insane attacking plays that we've seen on this map. And although there are a lot of people that would usually ban split, global esports just think otherwise, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, Split is one of those maps that is very, very likely to be banned. So the fact that it actually went through and Global Esports picked it is even more surprising to me. So this is when I'm starting to think that okay, they have something special for this map. They're not gonna probably, run that usual setup that they do. Maybe they have something in mind that they want to try. And this is where things get interesting because personally speaking, outside of Chivy in India, I haven't really seen a lot of Breach players. So it's going to be interesting to see what the agent select screen looks like, which is what we should be jumping into in just a bit. There you go. It's going to be in front of your screen right after that. And yeah, a lot of people, at least Tempest hovering over Sky and Brimstone right now. I mean, it's.
Breach
No, Okay, I
in
see
Nightmare.
someone, Nightmare 2K, hovering over that breach.
All right, seems
Enticing my
interesting.
senses. Okay. Yeah.
Absolutely. But look at this, Floki. Okay, wait. Do I see a Sova coming out from Chops?
Please
is he
no.
actually gonna go through? Okay, no, he's okay.
Thank God.
He's just playing with our viewers. I think he's just want to give us a little bit of confusion. But okay, the breach also hasn't been selected yet by Nightmare 2K either. I do want to see a dedicated breach. I would love to. Honestly, I would love to see it. But at the same time, you should like Floki. The one thing about this map is the flashing meta because
Yeah.
I don't think without the use of flashes on this map, you can even dare to challenge the defenders because as an attacker, those flashes are very, very, very paramount to for your success. At least if you want to put up 5 rounds on the board, because if you want to get your jet to dash in to corners, or if you want your raise to just satchel out towards the side, you need that flash to help them set up those kills. And if that is not available to them, it's going to be really difficult.
What the hell am I? Oh my god. Okay, that is interesting. Nightmare 2K playing the Raze and SK Rossi using the Killjoy. This is very interesting. So this might just be a 5-head play from the side of Global Esports because when you think about it, Split very defensive sided, right? Having SK Rossi on something like the Killjoy is probably a lot better than giving him something like a Raze. And if you look at the amount of setup they have on the side of Global Esports, it's not exactly a lot. You have 2 Reyna flashes and a Paranoia, and that's it. apart from
Absolutely.
that, the race is basically going to be playing by herself. So yeah, I mean, I gotta say, I like the little move that the side of Global Esports have made and put SK Rossi on that Killjoy.
Absolutely. The one thing I would like to point out in this map is the use of Killjoy, especially like you mentioned, Floki, because that ultimate from Killjoy covers a lot of ground. And that covering of the ground of the map gives a lot of control for the team, whether it is defending or attacking, because that
Yeah.
lockdown forces you to go to angles where you have to peek out to these players who are waiting for you to jump out and to give your head to them. And with that, it is going to be very interesting to see whether or not this Sentinel Killjoy in the hands of SK Rossi, who's I think at this point is just wanting to have fun, is gonna have
Oh
to do
my
anything. But
god.
it looks like Global Esports don't care at the moment at the attacking side. They're gonna make this split their own. For the time being, they're attacking the A-bomb side, and with two very early kills in the round, the A-bomb side is just far wide open for them, Floki.
Yeah, I mean, look at this. Kappa is gonna go forward, find another kill. A very unexpected wall from the Sage. She's boosted herself on top of that. Kubrick is able to find one, pick up lightning fast, and that's the Reyna down. It's an important frag to get, but what?
He's holding a shorty.
Okay, that is absolutely insane. Kubrick is gonna be taken out, but man, what the hell did I see Chops holding? Was that a shotty?
Yes,
is that
that
legit?
was.
Okay,
Yeah, that was a shorty.
Okay, a genuine question. Is there room for a shotty on a map like this? Because when more I think about it, where do you put that shotty? B main? Maybe?
Honestly, I don't know how to answer that question because look at the angle he's sitting in right now.
Yeah.
Where he's sitting, that might be an angle unless he peeks out, which makes it completely redundant because even if you are 5 meters away from that weapon, it will just do 2 damage. That's what I've got. I've got 2 damage, I've got 1 damage from that shorty, and that is it.
Yeah, but it looks like this time around he's not gonna get his choice of fighter once again. Of course, yeah, okay, Zoid getting that first kill, being traded out by lightning fast very quickly. Jobs is also gonna find one, be traded out here. Kubrick is gonna find one and fall himself. A 2v2 in the flash of an eye. Oh wait, it's the blink of an eye. There you go. Anyway, saying's wrong in the hype there. SK Rossi is gonna be able to find one. Easy is gonna go down, and there you go. SK Rossi looking a lot better on his killjoy already.
Absolutely. I think I just saw AEZ with another shorty over there. And looks like these guys have something in mind, especially in Split, to come out with the shorty in their eco rounds. It would be interesting to see because I would love to see some shorty kills, Floki. You know what? I absolutely would love to see those 10 bullets of that little shotgun to pop into somebody's head and just take their head off. But at the moment, there's another shotgun in play. Darixot has a judge, and so does Kubrick, so does Jobs and Zoid. Look at this. There are 4 judges in the map right now, and I don't think Global Esports are going to expect this towards this side. AZ does have the as the sheriff in his hand, and look, it's going to be a whole lot of a shooting gallery for Kubrick. He's going to get 3, and he's going to get taken off his skills in return, but Darixot is right there to help him out. What just happened, Floki?
10 seconds. That's how long that round took. 10 seconds.
Oh
what?
My god. Okay, Kubrick, you're just having fun. Oh
this
my God.
match does not cease to entertain. I mean, just look at that. Look at those 3 kills that Kubrick's got. Just feast your eyes. I mean, I don't even know anymore. I mean, they forced for a 3rd round in a row, and it works. Like, I mean, I guess the lesson from this is, you know, keep forcing until it works. And yeah, there you go. It finally worked. So
yeah,
kudos to the side of Tempest for making that work.
Absolutely, and now it looks like they have a little bit of buy coming in, but and Global Esports now on the back end of this round because they do have the sheriffs in hand. The spike already dropped. Jobs gets 2, Kappa gets 1 in the return, but that is gonna be trades coming in so far. But Darixot is there to get another for his team. The Seekers find out Kappa. His position is revealed. He does have the wall, but I don't think he's gonna get to use it because look at this. What is Zoid doing? Okay, Zoid. Hello?
Yeah, I'm a little confused myself as well. I think he was waiting for the flash to pop, but the flash literally ran past the opponents and yeah, it was never popped at all. But regardless, I think okay, I think the side of Tempest might have figured out Split. I still see 3 shotguns in their inventory. I think it's maybe it's them trying to play the economy, but my gut tells me otherwise.
Absolutely. I think guys, this is how you play Split. You have the judges.
Yep.
You just go ahead and blow their heads off in close corners because that's what Split is known for. The close angles can help you with that shotgun, sorry, the shotguns can help you with that close angle, but
Yeah.
the way that you use this beautiful weapon is all about what it is. And skills for now has another beautiful weapon in his hands. And look at where he is, Floki. He's already in towards this defender spot, and he gets the best of Darikson. And now the plan going down is going to help Global Esports all the more, because now it's a retake coming in for TEMPEST, and I don't think they're going to have enough weaponry to fight this head on, because they will have to take long range fights, because now they have judges in their hands. Unless they do something to push up towards their elbow position, it's not going to work out for them, because Kubrick did not make the best use of that Phantom, and now it's going to be picked up by the other. It's going to be picked up by the Sage. Charles puts in the smoke. He goes for the teleport, and he's just going to get taken down. Okay, Global Esports, you just pulled that out of nowhere. I did not see that coming. Tempt is sort of looking a little flustered in that round, Floki.
Yeah, I think Global Esports just got really pissed off for a second. We're tired of playing against these judges, you know. Skills goes like, you know what, guys, these guys are probably just gonna keep playing judges. I'm gonna TP towards screen. No worries whatsoever. I'm just gonna get that first kill. Don't you worry about me. I'm gonna open things up, and he does. So kudos to him. But you're playing against judges again, and the thing about judges is you can buy them every round. So I'm not sure how long this can keep up. Global Esports now, if they end up losing this round to the judges again, I know it for a fact, 100% the tilt is going to start setting in.
You should run.
Absolutely, Floki. But look at this. AZ this time has another weapon for his use. He has the operator, and he's looking for a kill, and he will get one. Kappa goes down. The Sage is down. No revives that's going to come in this time for the side of Global Esports. And now in a 4v5 with the attacker killshot that just went down, it's not going to do much for them, because they are going to struggle to get in this bomb site. But it looks like Skills and Lightning Fast are going to make it easier, because Skills gets 2, Lightning Fast makes it easier for him getting that one kill. And AZ is stuck over here. Skills is going on a rampage, and Skills is just too good, and he gets 4 on his own at this round. And another very quick round. AZ did get the advantage, but that was just, I don't know what TEMPEST were doing. They just pushed into that side direct, sort of just jumping in towards that under heaven position to get that kill, but it just didn't work out for them, Floki. I don't know what TEMPEST were doing.
Yeah, I'm not too sure either. Great first pick there by Easy, by the way. I just want to point that out. Him getting that first pick set up so many possibilities for the side of Tempest, but they just could not follow through for some reason, and they end up losing the round. They're gonna go with the judges once again, but at this point, I think Global Esports have an idea of what to expect, and you can already see the slow starting to come through. Chops, the only way out here is by giving information over to the enemy team, and I don't think he's willing to do that. He's just gonna smoke it off and bide his time for now. Can it be a little bit more stubborn than that? Zoid, also playing the shotgun Sage with the judge on the other side of the wall. It's about as cheeky as it gets.
Absolutely. He's literally inches away from 3 Global Esports player who might just not suspect him sitting in this corner, because as soon as that wall goes down, it's going to be a barrage of bullets that are going to be flushing down for both the sides of for both these teams over here. The wall is going down, and now it's going to be a rush in. Zoid gets the first kill. Of course, he does that close angle. He tries to shoot down the wall so that they can't cross anymore. Zoid will not be able to get another. Kappa gets the immediate revive coming in. SK Rossi will take down that judge in the hands of Zoid. And now it's going to be Chops in this bomb site. He's just jumping to get these kills. What is happening, Floki? I don't understand. And look at this. He's just going to TP out of the bomb site, giving his team a little bit of positional breathing space. And now it's going to be Tempest is who's going to get 2 of his own. And it's Nightmare who is on the raise right now, playing CS the previous map. He's going to get 1, but Chops is just going to go on a jumping spree of kills with that judge over here. And they're just, I don't know, Floki. I don't know anymore.
I mean, you know, I have to give credit over there to Chops, by the way. I mean, that was a very good round from the side of Team Tempest. I mean, the judges aside, the way they played it was very good. The usage of abilities was amazing. So Chops basically fakes out his ulti. He spots out 1. His ulti gets, you know, cancelled or taken out, whatever, and then he teleports out. He sets up AZ for those 2 frags. And all of a sudden, you find yourself in a 3v1 as Nightmare, and sure, you're good for 1, but that's all you're really good for at that point. And yeah, there's not really much you can do. I mean, regardless of what agent you're playing, unless you're Reyna with Empress, and then maybe you have a chance. But AZ playing very aggressively towards B main. This time around with the Phantom. Chops, the cheeky as ever, playing A ramps with the judge in his hands. And there you go. Direxon is going to find the first kill, tries to satchel forward, but is not going to be able to do so. SK Rossi and Lightning Fast finding Achilles, but AZ will put Lightning Fast's Achilles free to an end. Spike has been spotted, the rotations have come in, and basically at this point, the backstab is what you have to be aware about, and Kappa knows what's up. The sentry gun is watching that position, so it's not going to be so easy for this guy to get some work done here. SK Rossi gonna pick up that off, getting peeked out by AZ, but is not able to connect.
Here.
And AZ down to 15 HP. SK Rossi has an idea of where he's positioned, but he's not too sure where the other players are. And you can see the hesitation in his hands. SK Rossi is actually taken out here by AZ. What a wonderful spam there through that screen in the middle of the site. Gonna go on the other side, make some noise, try and isolate these 1v1s, give Kubrix a chance, and Kubrix comes and gets the kill onto Nightmare 2K, and now it's all down to Kappa. Sage. Some say a duelist, some say a controller, some say a sentinel, but in this situation, she's only the hunted. Getting spammed through that wall, she's gonna be taken down. AZ finding himself a third. Beautiful round here once again for Tempest. The judges probably annoying the crap out of G at this point. It's been 8 rounds now, and there hasn't been a single round apart from the first one where there isn't a judge.
Absolutely, Floki. They have honestly as much fun as it is to play with that judge. These players right here are making the best use of it. Honestly, they know exactly how to jump and shoot, run and shoot, and find an angle, sit there, wait for the players to come in, and then shoot. And these players are making absolute perfect use of that shotgun. The revive is still available onto Tempest team because last round they could have used it, but they were just very, very patient as to waiting for AZ to get a kill, and which he did, and that in the end led their team to find the round. And again, the shotguns that are there on this bomb site of A as well as B, there are a lot of players looming in. Top just have to pop. He has a shotgun, but he gets taken down. Kappa just spams the smoke, and he finds Jobs absolutely flustered as to what happened. And now Darixod has to defend this B heaven side on his own. He does have 2 players for his help on the B bomb side, but it doesn't look like it's gonna be a B hit, so a B heaven hit at the moment.
It's all because SK Rossi is actually pushed up B main, and he has a sentry gun scouting things out, so he knows that no one is really playing up there towards the B heaven area like you mentioned, but Zoid might be able to catch them off guard. He spots out one, gets spotted in return. They know he is here. They don't, but he's whipping. He's gonna find one, has 2 points, and he's gonna find the kill on the Reyna. SK Rossi peeking him slowly but surely, is gonna secure the kill. A 2v3 situation.
30 seconds
It's
left.
somewhat salvageable thanks to Zoid, but still a hard one. And this wall is gonna annoy the crap out of him. Oh no, AZ with the op. That is not where you want to be peeking, my friend. He's gonna be taken out by skills. It's all down to this guy. Hog's gonna go through, not really flash anyone, and Kubrix at this point is just looking to find some stragglers here. Will find SK Rossi, as he tried to give them a taste of their own medicine, but Kubrix is better for it. And now the Seekers come out. Maybe this is a salvageable 1v2 situation here. Nightmare. He has the angle on him, and there you go. Kubrix is going to be taken out, doesn't check him, and he is going to be denied. A little low coming out from Nightmare 2K2 saying that, no, you gotta check me, you gotta respect me.
Absolutely. And now Global Esports, that first initial kill coming on from Kappa, spraying down through the smoke, just rendered Chops absolutely useless, because that one close angle was all he had to work with, because if he had moved back, I don't think he would have got those kills that he could have got in that round. And in the end, that one kill played as a catalyst for Global Esports to push into us at B bombs, and especially SK Rossi, that beautiful look. That, I mean, nobody suspected him to be there. And Zoid somehow was also caught in a very awkward position, because neither did the opponent Sage know that he was there. But in the end, it just worked out for Global Esports.
Yep, certainly did. And now it's going to be 4 members of Global Esports pushing up this A side. Daxerot, Boombot's going to come through. AZ has not been spotted out just yet, but now he is. The dash is going to prevent any damage from being taken, but he still needs to run because Killjoy Out is going to come through. The race trying her best to get a kill with the operator, but is not really succeeding. Bomb going to go down thanks to skills, and there you go. Zoid is going to find Nightmare 2K. Daxerot going to be taken out of return, but Zoid is going to be quick on the revive. The Hawk going through, doesn't really flash anyone. Okay, that's a nice paranoia by Jaws, but he doesn't know that Lightning Fast is playing that corner. Kubrix trying to spam through the smoke, and there you go. Lightning Fast reveals his position, gets one kill, spots out the other, and backs off. Daxerot, no weapon in his hands. He's going to be taken out. Kills is going to fight a second one as well. Zoid's taken out here, and Lightning Fast putting a nail in the coffin. That is Tempest, and there you go, Tempest at last. I mean, they finally gonna get a taste of their own medicine in a way. You know, they had the Killjoy ult at the ready. They had all the players rushing in, and for a change, it was the side of Global Esports winning those close range battles. Not Tempest.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I don't exactly know what happened over there because as soon as the Killjoy ult went down, I thought the minute Zoid came out with that Odin and he got the first kill and the revive came in as well, I thought that Tempest might just get this retake coming in and they might just do it. But unfortunately, Lightning Fast's positional play was just too good. That first kill, revealing his position, the second and the third just was amazing. And that just puts Global Esports, at least for now, sealing this half, get on the 6-6 board, if not getting any more. And Tempest, Zoid again with the wall and the shotgun. And Kappa this time with the shorty, okay. But he does have the Phantom. Okay, I thought he just had the shorty in his hand. What was Kappa thinking was I was thinking, but yeah, he knows what to do. Nightmare has let out the pot over here. The boom bot just go out. It's not going to spot out Zoid, and he might just get away with this. He does not though. Lightning Fast is just too fast with that Phantom flick, and he finds his head. And now it's going to be Kubrick's with the flash. What is he doing? He's just jumping around with the judge, getting his kills, flashing people. He's going to wave a few shots, and it looks like it's going to be Kubrick's getting another. What is happening? Kubrick is just going on a killing spree over here. Picks up the Phantom. Does not know that the rotation has gone in towards the A position. Skills will just slowly creep away into that A suicide. And now it is all to play for Global Esports because SK Rossi is in a position where he can rain down hell upon Tempest.
Yeah, most certainly. It seems that SK Rossi for a second had only one key on his keyboard and that was W, but he will be patient and not push all the way from defender spawn. Clears out Heaven area for his friend's kills for the time being. And yeah, I don't think that they know that SK Rossi is in this position. It's not really going to matter though because they're both going to start coming from ropes. And as soon as SK Rossi hears that, he's going to relay the information over to Skills, who's also coming up top, by the way. Oh no, Kubrick's. He's going to check this entire area, but his team is going to be taken out in the meantime. Chops goes down, and there you go, SK Rossi and Skills. Both just waiting for the time being. Kubrick's has gotten 2, but can he get 4? Not a lot of time left on the board. If he wants to make a move, it has to be now. He needs to tap the spike, but I think he's not going to do so. He's just going to save the Phantom, make sure it sees the next round, and yeah, bid farewell. Yeah, is he going to die to the... Yes, he is. Okay.
I think he got a little bit too ambitious with that push in over there to find somebody probably in the Heaven position peeking out, but it just blew in his own face just like the bomb did. And now it's going to be another weapon that is not going to be for the side of Tempest going into the next round, but I don't think that's going to cause much of an issue, is it, Floki? Because, well, they have the ever-reliable judges.
I love how you set up that entire sentence only to end it with, they have the ever-reliable judges. I mean, yeah, the judges have not been looking so bad.
Look.
I am. It's 4 judges. I don't know what to say, but okay, Zoid gonna go push forward, play that duelist stage. I mean, I don't even know at this point. If they win this round somehow, I'm just gonna tear whatever's left of my head out of my head. I mean, yeah, Nightmare 2K, good. I like it. Insane man playing all the way back in sewers. Gonna use that nade to clear out the angle. Shops taking a lot of damage actually. That slow up is actually going to prevent the boom bot from finding him just yet. And there you go. Okay, Zoid with a clever wall. It's going to wall of his own.
Okay.
Gets on the Nightmare 2K. An unexpected play catches him off guard. Kappa still staying alive, but getting pushed by these judges. He is running for his life, but what? No, at that range, the judge should not fix this, Riot. What the hell am I watching? My goodness.
I'm at the loss of words. Right? Okay, Skills just pulls 2 back on his own at this point. He gets the spike at the... What was that positioning of that spike? The fact that Tempest had to push Global Esports so far back that they had to drop the spike almost towards the attacking spawn. But Skills has retrieved it, and in a 1v3 with a Phantom in his hand, is he going to be able to clutch it out against these judges? We will just have to wait and see because he's just going to get flashed at this point. He moves back. He's going to get flashed again. Kubrick does not want this plan to go down, but look at this. Skills is just going to push in, and he's going to take down Kubrick. He's going to go towards the A bomb set, and that's going to be it. He's going to get the bomb down for sure this time. Wait! He cancelled him. He's going to walk back, and that's going to make his demise. That's going to be his demise.
Oh man, that Skills, he tried, he really tried. You know, you can see the smile on his face being like, shrugging like, guys, I got 3. I got mine. I don't know what the hell's happening here, but you know, I did my best. I don't blame him in that situation, but I think he probably thought a little bit too fast and forgot that he's ulting out a little bit in the open. You know, gets spotted and yes, gets taken down. But still, good play by him. You know, the fact that he decided that, okay, the only way I really win this round and get to a decent position is if I fake them out was a very good read. But now, it's gonna be Tempest on the offense. And I see 5 frenzies on them. What the hell am I watching? What the hell is going on here?
These guys, okay, you know what? I think they're just saying, you know, guys, it's a day in the park. It's global esports. They might just take us down 13-0, but hey, we got weird things to do, so we might just win it. Who knows?
Yeah,
And
I mean, you know what? Let's just have fun. That's what they're thinking. 5 frenzies to go, all rushing in from the B side. Lightning Fast is gonna find 1 kill. Let's see if he can preserve his honor. AZ is gonna be find Lightning Fast. Okay, Zoid finds a running headshot onto skills, and direct shot is gonna find a kill on Kappa with the grenade. A very unexpected kill. SK Rossi had the value, but doesn't have the shots, and now he's gonna have to fall back. Thankfully, not taking any damage. He's gonna spawn out the Omen. That's gonna be a frenzy going his way. Nightmare 2K finding 1 with the Ghost as well. He's gonna drop the grenade, clear out the angle, clear the boxes, but Nightmare 2K. Oh no, I don't get that out. And yeah, AZ being able to get that kill from Raptors on SK Rossi, making things very uncomfortable. I mean, global esports at this point, I just want to see what their faces look like.
yeah,
I
because
can imagine the happiness on Tempest's faces. Show me global esports' faces. I want to know if they're taking it in stride or if they're frustrated.
yeah,
No one is happy. Absolutely no one is happy on the side of global esports. You can see SK Rossi trying to, you know, call someone
Just
at
having
right, tell
fun.
him to just fix it.
I think he just realized he was on camera.
Yeah, I mean, he's... Man, I just don't have words. Once again, it's going to be the same thing. A B rush coming in from the side of Team Tempest. Here's Kappa with a shorty of his own. Is going to be caught by direct shot. Okay, Skills is going to find 1 with the classic. Not really, though. He's going to be taken out. And yeah, it's...
Last player
kill.
standing.
Nightmare actually found 1 with the grenade again. Yeah, I don't know what's up with the Raze and the grenades in this game, but Lightning Fast being able to find 1. If he can pick up a if he can pick up a Spectre here, this round is very, very doable. Reyna is the agent to clutch it.
Absolutely, and looks like he's gonna get flashed first of all, and he's just gonna have to move back because entering into this site itself is a huge task for him. He does get his hands on a Spectre of Loki, and now it's just gonna be the clutch coming in. No, it is not. Zoid is just gonna get the better of him, and that is gonna be Global Esports not happy at this moment. You can see it on their faces. I don't think they know what's happening. But at the other end, Tempest, every player has a wide smile on their faces. They're just having the more time of their lives right now. They're like, oh my god, we're facing global esports. And we're winning as well. We're level with them. That doesn't happen every day, does it?
Yeah, I mean, they're letting out a chuckle, but now this is the real buy round, right? This is the round where your metal is going to be truly tested. You've been cheeky with the judges, you've been cheeky with the Spectres, but can you do it 3rd time in a row? 2 judges, 2 Spectres, 1 operator. No kill found right at the start. Lightning Fast. Things Arena, the big agent to play this angle. Skill is going to be taken down. Oh my god, Lightning Fast! That was a full heal on the Arena, going down to 30 HP. Cubis is going to take him out there. Oh my god, that... I don't think Lightning Fast was expecting that. Look at that. Nightmare tries to come in for the flank, but is going to be taken out by Zoid. These judges and Spectres, much like mosquitoes, annoying the crap out of Global Esports. And Global Esports, with just 2 members remaining alive, have no idea what to do. Should they save or should they fight? Maybe if Kappa can find some kills over here, he can make things interesting, but I don't know if it's going to happen.
Kappa does have the judge. He has the counter judge coming in, but it's not going to be of any use because AZ and Zoid are just going to find the remaining 2 kills. He almost got it before Kappa could use that judge. He was just taken out. And Tempest, Loki, they're leading for the first time.
Yeah, this is nuts. I mean, Tempest actually out in the front, thanks to the judges and Spectres. I don't know what the hell is going on, but this does not seem right. SK Rossi, he's made up his mind. He's gonna buy that judge in his hands. Guys, can have those right after the replay, but yeah, if you know, I want to talk about this a little bit. If this guy actually hadn't flashed him, there was a real chance that Kappa actually gets it, but it's a very heads-up play by this guy, knowing that this angle has not been checked and flashed it. But yeah, regardless, they're gonna start doing the same thing once again. And the B rush doesn't work, you rush mid. The Wolf's gonna scout things out, spot out the Omen, and the Rays going forward. There he goes. John's gonna find the kill with the judge. SK Rossi try to give them a taste of the Omen, but does not succeed. Kappa gets a kill on the direct, so that's the showstopper down, but Zoid's gonna trade him out, making it a 4v2 lightning fast. A Spectre in his hand, as well as the Empress and the 2 flashes. Can he find a kill? Spots out the sky. Oh no, he had his flash out in his hand. He's gonna be taken out. Kubrick's finding 2. And these judges starting to become a little overwhelming here for Global Esports, but they have a bye this round.
Yeah, they do, but I'm pretty sure, Floki, there's a lot of people who will be watching this match. They'll be like, we will play like TEMPEST. Now I'm gonna get into a match and I'm just gonna hold that judge and I'm gonna W key my way out of this game. And that is the new meta coming in, because the judge is clearly broken. And with that broken weapon, TEMPEST have put up 9 rounds to 7 of Global Esports and are leading in a match which I don't know what's happening, to be honest.
Yeah, I mean, at this point, I don't even know what to say, man. There's so many judges, time and time again. This time around, we're gonna see a sane round of Valorant, right? There's only 2 judges this time around. They're probably not gonna be rushing up like they always do. But as I say that, they're starting to prove me wrong. The slow up towards mid, 3 players going up there. The boom bot to spot things out. Nightmare has revealed his position. Can still throw the satchels to delay the push a little bit, but yeah, I think he's not going to feel too comfortable going too far and getting caught off guard by a judge. It's going to be PTSD coming his way. There you go. There's the judge from Daxerot. Nightmare, he's just making a run for it. Just turns around. Does not even want to have a look at what's going to happen to him. And SK Rossi's there to get the trade. Gets the second. Can he find the third? No. Zoid's going to put a bullet in his head. Goes for the revival, but he needs to win the fight. No, he's not. Zoid just finds 2. The spike is down towards the A heaven area. And now, finally, Global Esports. This is a round that they could win. Kubrix has 1 flash remaining, needs to make it count. If he gets a kill, he can get the Seekers up. And there you go. There's the kill. The Seekers instantly coming out along with the flashes. Only gonna end up flashing himself, unfortunately. There you go. There's Kappa revealed. And he knows that Skills are going to be holding this area. They know the crossfire is there, but they're only here for the spike. And Kappa already knows what is going to happen. Is all the way behind. He's going to catch the jet off guard. AZ is going to go down. It's the operator going away. Kubrix finds the trade. The plant is going to go down, but only 42 HP to work with.
And now in a very clutch situation, it is Skills who has complete health for his use. He's going to get Kubrix, and it is going to be a 3k for Skills coming in. And that is finally a round going in the favor of Global Esports in the second half. A few smiles. I can see SK Rossi and Nightmare smiling at the moment, but look at Kappa. He wants to win this game, Floki. He's not here to mess around. He wants to win this game. And I think Global Esports might have to start taking this game a little bit more seriously, don't they?
In all honesty, I think they're probably the only guys taking this game seriously at the moment. They're not the ones buying 5 judges and rushing mid every single round. They're not the guys making these insane plays. So in a way, I feel bad for them. But yeah, I don't know. I mean, maybe you have a point. Maybe they need to fight fire with fire. And with this round, if they're able to put this on board, they're going to be in a good spot. But once again, look at TEMPEST. Even though they have all the money in the world on their Omen, they would still rather have him with a judge. Okay, Nightmare, this is your moment to shine. You gotta find 1 kill. That Sky is gonna go down. That's a big achievement for Nightmare 2. He's gonna be spammed out eventually by TEMPEST, but Lightning Fast is gonna find one in return. Still, a 4v2 situation here for TEMPEST. Not one that is easily doable.
1 enemy remaining.
Killed and Kappa playing in tandem with each other. No, it's actually Lightning Fast who's with him. He's gonna go forward with the classic to try and find the kill. Oh my god!
What?
My god, Zoid finds 3!
No way.
What the hell did I just see? He was literally BMing Lightning Fast. He had the Phantom in his hand. He had a chance to shoot, but he waited for all the classic bullets to run before he even made that first shot. Insane, absolutely insane. And if he clutches this round,
Yeah,
I don't know. I mean, I'm not even sure what to say anymore. If he wins this round, everything we know about professional Valorant up until this point has been false.
absolutely. But there is one advantage though for Global Esports, Floki. There is the revive available for them. And the revive might just come in as soon as he hears the plant come towards this A bomb site. It is going to be the revive going down for Global Esports, because Zoid will definitely get this plant down for now, and the revive is definitely going to come up. And it's going to be a 2v1 that's going to be for Kappa and his teammate, depending on who he revives. And it is going... He's going to revive...
He's and there you go. You revive SK Rossi. That's damn right. You revive SK Rossi. The man playing the Killjoy who still has his utility up and running in the game, but Zoid might have found a timing. The turret's gonna go out. But Kappa has his number, knows what's up, is gonna take him out, pulls out the shorty in frustration, shoots his own turret. And SK Rossi as well, just rubbing some salt into their wounds.
Absolutely. Floki, honestly, I would like to admit this is one of the most entertaining games I think we've seen so far.
Yeah, entertaining if you're the viewer, definitely not if you're global esports. So the most weird game of Valorant you've probably played.
I mean,
Nightmare. Testing out the stats, seeing if they work, but yeah, sorry.
Imagine global esports thinking about coming into this map like, okay guys, we're having a very tactical game to go into. We don't know what TEMPEST might do, but we're gonna have to play this as much as surgically as possible. But hey, guess what? You're facing 5 judges. And they're just gonna blow up in your face for 9 rounds straight.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
Yeah, this is just ridiculous. Okay, if you look at the tab board correctly, you will notice that AZ, despite having 4,900, choose to buy a Sheriff and play Knives Out. Once again, the B-Rush comes through, but Skills, this time around with the Phantom, is going to find a first kill. And he's going to be able to take out AEZ as well. Kappa still inside the smoke, spamming through, looking to find someone. The teleport comes through from Skills, going the other side. Zoid is going to be able to take out SK Rossi, but Kappa with the spam finds one himself. Zoid has a revive available, but he needs to find some kills. He's not going to be able to do so. Lightning Fast is going to put an end to those plans. And now Kubrick's worrying about the backstab. Yeah, he's in for an unpleasant surprise. Lightning Fast is going to get the pick. And there you go, the feedback coming through. Lightning Fast is not happy.
Absolutely not. I mean, who would be happy facing off 5 judges, and every time you face that judge, you're gonna get judged by that judge, and in the end, you're just gonna be judged to you're gonna be judged to death. And sorry for my choice of words over there. I'm just a little bit excited about this match, and it's absolutely crazy because what I see before my eyes, Floki, is a pure game to show not just why Valorant is considered an esport, but also why Valorant is very much fun to play.
Absolutely, when everything goes wrong, you just buy 5 judges and push mid. But this time around, Tempest taking the calmer approach. He is all the way inside spawn. They heard him. They definitely heard him. And Lightning Fast has his number. He's gonna find that pick. He doesn't let those ones slide. Skill's gonna flash, back off for the time being, give up heaven, and there you go. It's like the side of Global Esports have found an advantage, and they're not very willing to give it away.
Yeah, definitely. They're not going to want to give it away anymore. I don't think they're going to let Tempest do anything more with those judges. But Skills is having a shotgun in his hand. He has the shorty. Will the $200 weapon do anything for him? Oh my god! The amount of damage that goes in is just not enough because it's spread across 2 players. And now the A-bomb set is where they're going to hit because the amount of information that's coming from the sky is going to give them an open bomb set unless SK Rossi, yes, he will have something to say about it, and he moves into the side. And now his turret going down, gets another kill. SK Rossi not looking too uncomfortable being on the Killjoy role. The Sentinel, he's not usually seen on it, but it looks like he's just going to make the best use of his aim over here. Doesn't need his utilities. He does trigger that swamp grenade, but it's not going to do anything except for just stall them more as Kappa comes out and cleans Tempest from this round. And now Global Esports are ahead comfortably at least. And Kappa finally, Floki, has a smile on his face.
There you go. The big man finally letting out a smile, you know, being like, alright guys, alright, I guess you can take a bit of a breather now. I am going to smile, but I don't think he's going to be smiling again because I see another judge on their race. This is ridiculous. I mean, I want to talk about the instant replay. I want to talk about SK Rossi's play, but I see a judge and I'm not even on Global Esports, but I'm having PTSD.
Absolutely. SK Rossi does have a phantom to his use. He might just take down the judge player from here. But Zoid is just going to rush in with his teammates. And look at this direct shot. He's just going mad with that judge. Skills gets another. He trades out the alternate omen. But he does have, okay, he might just get one over here. Yes, he will. Yes, he will. But he gets traded out in return.
Yeah.
Skills and SK Rossi are doing the work over here. And it looks like that's going to be it. This is a match point coming again for Global Esports.
Yeah, this time around Global Esports being a lot calmer, utilizing their ultimates very, very well. SK Rossi laying down that Killjoy ult and just prevents people from being able to play that post plant effectively. Great attempt by, I believe it was Darek Thought who was playing the raise there with the showstopper, getting that single kill. But yeah, it's not enough at the end of the day. You still need to find all the other frags. You still need to exit the site and not get detained, and that just was not happening. Match point for Global Esports. This time,
Yeah. I
I
feel you,
give up.
Floki. I know.
I give up.
Oh wait, there's a change. Oh, we
Is
just saw
there?
an Odin.
Okay. I mean, hey, you're trading one disease for another, so not the worst thing in the world. But he's gonna switch over to the Vandal. I like that. Okay, 3 judges, a Vandal, and an Operator. Let's see which one of them finds the opening frag. Nightmare so far. Gonna give up the ropes area. That boom bot. It's getting the crap out of the Omen. And there you go. Clear things out over here. Lightning fast. Gotta find that first kill. With that ult, will be able to back off. But Zoid with the instant res. Make sure that it's still a 5v5 kills. Has the judge in his own hands. He's gonna find one for himself. Zoid. Then one up as well. SK Rossi going berserk. Gets damage on the third one as well. And now Lightning fast. Just clean up top. Is gonna find one kill. Spots out the fourth one. Looks like this is gonna be the game done and dusted. Easy. The AWP in his hands. But Lightning fast with the classic is gonna be able to take him out as Global Esports. They're gonna be feeling good about that one. SK Rossi getting. It's okay, SK Rossi. I give you a virtual high five. I know you're not watching this, but my heart's with you.
Yeah, absolutely. Kappa, please don't be upset. You won both these games. I know it was a lot of ups and downs going here and there. But you know what? You gotta give some credit. SK Rossi was, after all, playing the Killjoy role. And that man still performed at his very best with his aim, because I don't think he really missed that dash or the smoke or the knives, because his swarm grenade, his turret, and his aim was all he needed.
Yeah, I have to, give kudos to SK Rossi and also Kappa for going forward and actually choosing to revive SK Rossi over there when he had that rest. That was the most hilarious moment. It's like the moment in your pub where everyone is trying to convince the Sage to rest them, but the Sage goes like, nope, I revive top fragger, goes towards SK Rossi, rests them, and there you go. There's the Killjoy coming back in the round. But yeah, I have to say, Tempest, they tried their best, I mean, when they couldn't come up with legit strats, they made up new ones, and they came up with the judges. In case you didn't feel the pain enough the first time around, we have the highlights for you coming up very shortly, so you can feel it the second time around and have a look at exactly what went down in this game number 2 over here. So yeah, let's have a look. First round, absolutely normal. Global Esports doing their thing. Kubrick tries to come in with a backstab, but there were signs.
There were
signs for this
signs.
first
There
round.
were signs.
Yeah.
And I don't know what to say about this game, except for the fact that Tempest put up 9 rounds and they had the lead at one point against a team like Global Esports, wielding specters and judges in their hands, says a lot about this team if they actually play to their full potential. Because I thought they were just having fun at this game. Look, this is around where it all started, Floki. This is where everything started. Those judges, that triple kill by Kubrick, and this was the whole barrage of bullets going into the faces and bodies of Global Esports. And this is where it all went wrong for Global Esports, because those judges did so much damage. Global Esports was so pissed off, honestly.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not too sure as to what Global Esports were expecting, but it seems that they clearly were not expecting this. You mentioned that they probably did some homework, but it doesn't seem like that the homework was enough.
Absolutely. I didn't think that Tempest would give them so much of a competition in the end. But I think Global Esports were just kicking it back a little bit and just taking it a little slowly. And they wanted to just, play out this game as easily as they could. But it did blow up in their faces quite a few times, Loki. But in the end, Global Esports ended up being what they are, and that is typical and quintessential Global Esports.
Yeah, most certainly. I mean, when it really mattered, they pulled through, right? Like when the rounds came to it, you saw skills, clutching it out here and there. This was also a very good round by Tempest. That Omen ult usage was thick. Just baiting it out, setting up for a play, for your allies there. But yeah, there's these were the rounds that looked quite painful if you're a Global Esports fan. And I have to be honest with you, even if I was watching this game for the first time, I had absolutely no idea. I for the love of God, would never want to be the players. I don't even imagine. I'm having a hard time imagining how they're untilting themselves. After those rounds where they just die to the judges. And I guess that's probably why they're professionals, and I'm just casting the game. But still,
Absolutely. I mean, you know what? If you were playing this in a random match in Valorant and you were playing a ranked game or an unrated, even if you're playing an unrated game, for God's sake, I can hear the people who are not even playing, but the people who are watching this game hitting their table like, what is happening? Stop doing this to my team.
I'm just spamming surrender at that point because I'm that tilted. But yeah, Global Esports didn't, and Global Esports won this match as a result. So if there's any lesson to be learned here, it's that when the enemy team starts buying Judge, when the enemy team starts rushing down mid, all you gotta do is keep your wits about you, do your ecos, get your buys, play those long range angles, and take the win because the enemy has shown their hand. But uh, yeah, apart from that, I think it's going to be it for us from our side here, folks. I do believe you need to be on the panel, though, Universe. So we're going to be catching you, but I'm going to take my goodbye over here. It's going to be all from my side. Thank you for watching the Esports Club. Gauntlet Valorant Season 1 powered by WD Black, AMD Ryzen Radeon as well. We're going to be cutting to a short ad break, followed by which I do think we're going to have the analyst panel. I'm curious to see how they break it down.
Hey guys, and welcome back. This time we're here with the analyst desk at the TEC Gauntlet Season 1, powered by WD Black and AMD Ryzen Radeon. Now, that was an explosive match between TEMPEST and Global Esports. There's just so much to talk about because it was a very unique best of three, I would say. Universe, do refresh our memory with what exactly happened in map number 1.
I don't think I can forget something like this. This is going to be pasted on the front of my forehead for the rest of my life because you can see I don't think you can see it, but I'm sweating because of how entertainingly amazing that game was because I had so much fun casting that. I don't know if Global Esports enjoyed it on their end for the few rounds that they lost. They were facing that judge on every single person of Tempest. But I think after this game, Tempest are just going to be saying, hey, we might have lost, but please don't judge us.
Wow.
All right. In with the
Okay.
puns. Okay, Assassin. What about you? What are
Yeah.
your thoughts after, the second map where everything was wrapped up and Global Esports took that win for themselves?
Definitely. I mean, see, Global Esports, it was pretty much evident in their entire composition as well that they kind of were set back a little bit and, they were just having some fun across the board. And I guess when their manager did chime in as well, there was Nightmare 2K. Things started getting a lot interesting. Map number one, Ascent, by the way, was sort of a nightmare for GE as well when Tempest started putting up the work. And Tempest, I'm not going to lie, like you guys might go all GE for sure, like the viewers, definitely I'm talking to you guys, but at the same time, Tempest, the efforts coming in from them cannot be left unseen. Now, Tempest, despite them, bringing out some fun weapons out as well in map number two, that is as my dear co-caster, that is Universe, did say that no one should judge them. Yes, they were using a couple of judges on the board as well. And to be completely honest, I'm not gonna lie. On the map of split, I guess it is the perfect strategy to take on the Titans like Global Esports. Because if you just, to be honest, no one can do anything if you just face off the judge like that. Like head on, right off the bat. If someone is just flying right in front of your face with the judge, it is well and over.
All right. So Universe, who particularly stood out for you from either team, who really made themselves be known, like through the gameplay, through how they performed in this match?
I think from Tempest, to be honest, I can't choose because in both the maps we saw Kubrick's perform amazingly. But I'm just gonna stick my neck out a little bit more for Darexit because that performance in the first map by Darexit with that jet, the kills that he got and the dashes that he made after immediately getting those first initial kills, getting the man advantage for his team, and even top fragging for his team, trying to push as much as he could. Darexit did an amazing job, and I think, to be honest, in this group A, he's gonna be one player that you definitely have to watch out for because my god, that guy can play a duelist role perfectly. But on the other hand, Global Esports had a little bit of fun in both maps. I would like to say that. And SK Rossi is the man I would like to say had the most fun because I honestly have not seen SK Rossi come on to a role of Killjoy in a long time or for any time at all because you would never expect that a man who is of the caliber of SK Rossi, who plays Jet to the absolute peak of of Jet's powers, will go and play a character. Like you can see right here, he knows exactly how to play this character. But he showed that he's not bad on other agents as well because he still got 20 frags in that second map of Split. And it just shows the versatility and the absolute power of this player. And people just have to be scared every time they face off Global Esports.
All right. What say you, Assassin? Same question. Any players that particularly stood out for you from both teams?
Well, to be honest, I kind of share similar thoughts with Universe here. Like Darexot was the player who had a really good time on the map of Ascent. That is map number one. He was the highest. He had the highest number of frags actually. It was the top fragger in the entire server. And Darexot, he really stood out from the side of Team Tempest. And to be honest, I did tell you guys in the pre-match analysis as well, right? Darexot is going to be that one guy to be looking out for because the man single-handedly puts up a lot of frags as well on the board for the team. And he actually did it. But map number two was a little bit of a topsy-turvy time for him because, there were times where Darexot was fragging, but at the same time, he was not at the top of the scoreboard, at least from the side of Team Tempest for map number two. SK Rossi. Moving on to this guy now. Interestingly, map number one, when he was playing Jet, he did not have the best of the time. And you know what's funny? Map number two, he was sitting with 20 frags as a Killjoy. So, yeah, again, sharing similar thoughts with Universe here that SK Rossi, maybe he's just setting out an example that, hey, I'm not just, proficient with the Jet, I can also play other agents as well. Skills from the side of Global Esports was at the top of the board in map number two, by the way, with the most number of frags. And I guess Skills, he really put up quite a show right there for Global Esports. Global Esports, I'm not going to lie, most of you all might have thought that they're just going to have a very easy run against Tempest. But to be honest, Tempest, they put up quite a fight and we are all very proud with Tempest's performance as well today.
Oh, right. So Tempest versus Global Esports. You see, we were talking about how Tempest was kind of like a storm, and I think they fought extremely well. But Global Esports, all that experience, and even with Nightmare sitting in for Hellranger, you can really see the teamwork, something that we did highlight before the match begun. So moving forward from now, very unfortunate for Tempest, they didn't get the first match win. But hey, the gauntlet is still going to progress, and there's still going to be more matches to come. Universe, how do you think Tempest should kind of tune their mind? What kind of mindset should they get into approaching their coming matches in the gauntlet?
I think Tempest are like this is their first match in the gauntlet in the playoff group stages, and I think that Tempest have shown that they have the firepower, they have the tactical gameplay as well as we saw in Ascent, because there was some crazy plays from them that they pulled off that got them up to that 9 round point. And if you're facing off global esports, and if you can put off 9 rounds on the board at least, it shows that you have a lot of skill, because global esports are not an easy team where you can even make up 6 rounds with against. And I think the mindset that Tempest should go ahead with is the same one that they had today. Just have fun, be yourselves, and you will actually do much better. Because if you can do this kind of, if you can show this kind of a performance against a team like global esports, I'm sure that a lot of teams have to look out for you.
All right, that's really well said, because the nerves can get the best of you. But Tempest, this is not the last time that you guys can see them. Remember, they still will have more matches going forward. Assassin, I want to ask you, Global Esports, they got the first win. This is exactly where they want to be. How do you think Global Esports should move into their next few matches?
Well, to be completely honest, right off the bat, I would say that Global Esports, they are not going to be surprised with the win as well. They are someone, as you said, have tasted victories a lot of times before as well.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah, they definitely have to just, keep on going with their entire setup. I'm not going to lie, guys. You guys might think that, Global Esports have showcased absolutely everything in that specific match. They have not. I'm pretty sure that, they have quite a lot up their sleeves as well. And today, Hellranger wasn't even playing. So, we are definitely going to be missing that god like IGL as well in the form of Hellranger. So, Hellranger, with him stepping in, things take quite a turn. The composition that you guys saw today isn't what Global Esports tend to go for. So, yeah, please take everything that you guys saw today as a chill session coming out from the side of Global Esports as well. Yeah, moving on in the group stages, when they're going to be facing off against teams like, you can take, for example, Godlike Esports and Force One Esports in this specific group. Global Esports, they definitely are going to showcase their max potential as well in those specific matches. So that is when you are going to see Global Esports bringing out absolutely everything in order to put up the wins as well. So yeah, they just have to be themselves and keep on going with their strategy that they have got in their sleeves as well. And I guess Global Esports should pretty much have a good time in the group stages.
All right, let's pull up the standings. So today, like I mentioned earlier, Group A it is. We had a match in the first half between Inazuma and Insignia, and Inazuma took that win. And now we can see Global Esports, they're up there with Team Inazuma, 1 win and 2 points. Today wasn't the day for Tempest, but hey, don't just quite think it's over, because Tempest, they came in blazing, and I think that's really cool about them. Looking at the other 4 teams, they will be playing tomorrow. We're gonna have Team Valor, Force One Esports, Simple, and Godlike Esports. You don't want to miss out on the action, so do remember to like and subscribe, hit that bell icon so you get notifications whenever we are live. Check out the links in the description. You're not going to be disappointed. You want to watch every single match from Group A. So this brings us to the end of the stream today. Thank you guys for joining us. My name is Apollonia. I was your host. Thank you, Universe. Casting was amazing. So glad to have you here on the desk. And thank you, Assassin, for all the wonderful analysis. And we'll catch all of you tomorrow. So until then, happy gaming and good night.
2, 3, let's go.